Hey everybody, and welcome to D4, where I, Dustin,
and I, Devin,
Dingle DM, I gave a 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. As you can see, this month is still wild, as once again we are separated due to our day jobs, and you can see Devin is not here, as he is across country, busy doing amazing things out in LA, and I am alone in the DM seat tonight. But please make sure you keep your eyes on the RockPunch ATL Twitch chat to enter our giveaways, and thanks to the amazing people over at Eldritch Foundry and D&D Beyond. Look to the lower right of your screen to get that Idle Champions code to unlock goodies in your game, and make sure to check out Die Hard Dice and use our 10% discount code D4DND at checkout. And as a reminder, if you want to help support us, please head over to d4dnd.com and check out our merch store. And thank you, and we do have a few more announcements to get through tonight, but first, let's hear about Mage Hand Press from Logan.
Mage Hand Press!
Woo!
Once again, Baldur's Spire of Secrets is continuing. Their Kickstarter is continuing. They are at $444,000 right now. They have almost hit all of their stretch goals. They have one left, and that is, yes, the Baldur's Illustrious Guest Book, a free digital supplement of non-playable characters based on the brand new classes from Baldur's Spire of Secrets. They are so close. There are 11 days left in their Kickstarter. I want to say thank you to everybody who has donated already. You have made something that could be revolutionary, changing the system of D&D 5e into something spectacular. But speaking of it, I would like to go over one of the specific classes involved in Baldur's Spire of Secrets today, and that is the Craftsman class. Welcome, all, to the Craftsman class. All types are welcome here, the big, the strong, the quick and nimble, or some kind of strange in-betweeny. All that matters is this, the planescape of your mind, upon which you will create machinations and weapons of the imagination-scape. You will be working starting as an apprentice, but all throughout your journey in the Craftsman class, you will be working on your masterworks, leading from the lowly to the lofty magnum opus. Perhaps you wish to create a crossbow that throws heated death instead of mere bolts, or armor that fires grappling hooks. But as you progress forward, you could make a legendary suit of armor that wears you, or perhaps wears nothing at all. And the mental break of a psychic command, you could look at that armor and have it dance for you. Dance, I say, or create an immortal suit that keeps you alive on the very edge of death. All is possible within the Craftsman class, but that's not all. When you join the Craftsman class, you also open access to a guild, and all of the guild's secrets aspired within it. Join the Calibron Guild. Gunpowder users extraordinaire, creating guns and glorious cannons filled to the brim with death that will send shrapnel onto your enemies. Or perhaps fancy yourself into the Clockwork Guild and turn yourself into a mechanical master of meticulous machinations. Blades spring from every pore of your body, or perhaps a mechanical eye that extends and sees your enemies from devious advances, or perhaps apply that devious mind to the Trapper's Guild. Fill the battlefield with pitfalls, spikes, ballistas, all to befuddle, confuse, and impale your enemies upon death. All this and more within the Craftsman's class, only within Baldur's Spire of Secrets. So if you wish to donate to their glorious Kickstarter, go to bit.ly/D4Spire. Right now, that's bit.ly/D4Spire. Mage Hand Press, Baldur's Spire of Secrets.
And everybody, we know that we have a little bit of an audio issue. We are working on it on our end. We're not quite sure what's going on, but we are doing what we can to get through. It does seem like everyone can understand us, at least, even though we do sound a bit on the robotic side. But I will, we're going to go ahead and move forward with announcements and hopefully get this done sooner than later. But speaking of Mage Hand Press, next week we will be taking a break from our regular scheduled D4, and instead we are super excited to bring you a very special Mage Hand Press one-shot for Siege Ball. I will once again be alone in the DM seat next week as I lead Catkins, Rhea, Logan, Lauren, and a very special guest, Aaron Gray, through a Siege Ball tournament. So join us next week, the same schedule, same time as normal. as we lead through that. And going to move on into our next one. We're still a little roboty, but it's fine. It'll be great. You know what, we're going to go ahead and just take a quick pause before we go into the rest of our announcements. We'll be right back while we try to figure out what's going on here, guys. So apologize for the technical issues, but let us get this sorted out before we move forward. Thank you. And we are back. Thank you, everybody, for bearing with us while we figure that out. As you know, tech gremlins are everywhere, no matter what. But we're going to move forward with announcements before we get into tonight's game. Someone here has a very special announcement from Eldritch Foundry. Just grab.
Yes!
There we go. Well, howdy, y'all, Jimbo here. And as you can see, my partner, Emmett, ain't here today as he's about to start kicking that there Eldritch Foundry. Them's over there got some doggone fun things coming this Tuesday. What? You want me to read? You want me to read this? All right. I you sure? Oh, all right. I think I can manage that. Revel in a maelstrom of grasping vines and scraping metal. And as surprising as that sounds, that's not my uncle making moonshine. But anyways, brave satyrs stand in as a bulwark of guardians against the sprawl of industry and orchest arcane invention caught in the eternal crossfire of Archfey sisters. Now, that is a lot of words. I have no idea what they mean, but who doggy does that sound like a hell of a hootenanny? Now, the Eldritch... nope, missed my line here. See, already messing up. Brave, like I said, here, moving down here. The Eldritch Foundry returns to Kickstarter, which, hey, that's what Emmett's doing. Anyways, with an incredible pack of 2 Fey Realm factions. Magic Punk Orcs, which are warrior engineers whose industrial drive required sapping arcane energy from the Fey Realm's ley lines for fuel. And I bet they can sure jumpstart a tractor with that kind of fuel. Mystic Satyrs, servants of the Archfey, sworn to protect natural magic and wild places on Earth. I see, I'm understanding here. So these satyrs here are the ones that keep you safe from the dysentery when you're on the trail. I got it now. But there's 26 beautiful models and either pre-support STL or resin boxes. And I've seen these gorgeous models in my monthly STLs Illustrated. You definitely want to get your hands on these beauts. But you can back the Eldritch Foundry's Orcs vs. Satyrs campaign on the Kickstarter Tuesday, September 21st. Now, and without further ado, let's immerse ourselves into the Chronicles of D4. Stretching. And we're back. Last time on D4, the BFGs investigate the whereabouts of the missing Harper agent and Zentarum shipment. Working together, the team finds several thieves' cants markings on buildings and learns of strange conversations that lead them to the set of docks named after legs.
Seisha uses locate object on Harrow Dust and gets pulled towards a ship making warehouse. Using stealth and invisibility, the BFGs enter through a fire escape and find a scene they were not expecting. Several Zentarum lay dead on the ground as a group of cultists with a third eye perform a ritual being led by the once cult of the dragon leader the group first encountered in the caverns underneath the field ward when they first met Kaiservex. They watch as a Zentarum is force-fed black milk and utters Gonadar's name, at which point his body convulses and mutates, arms splitting to form flesh-like blades wreathed in black energy, and his face melts into hundreds of holes filled with eyes. A second mutated former Zent stands on the half-built ship, head shrouded in a black nebula as 6 arms protrude from the abdomen of the creature. The party opens with a wall of fire and fairy fire, dropping over half of the cultists, but not before a ray shoots out of their third eye towards the party. The heads of the cultists explode after the ray is shot. The masked cult leader flies up to Seisha, telling her he sees her, as he removes his mask in front of Orkira, racking her with psychic energy, and vanishes from sight through a tear in reality. The creature with the arms create a black hole that pulls the group off the catwalk and ship as Orkira and Voss fall unconscious, but are saved from fall injury as Vinley casts Featherfall. The fight is tough, as one of the creatures can teleport before and after each attack. But working together, they are able to defeat all of the aberrations and cultists. Tied up and gagged is a human female that they come to learn is Mira Zawad, a Harper agent spy with the Zentarum. Through Mira, they learn a lot about the mines within the star mounts and the shipments that have been hit regularly by this cult. They learn of the patrols around the mine, the strange behavior of the workforce, 2 massive vehicles that move through the earth, and many workers disappear and new ones come to replace them. They also learn that Elerthak Gathala is now Manshun's right hand, and they uncover that Gathalan steel is mined in liquid form, and only Elerthak knows the method of forging it into weapons and armor. And as the group settles in for the night, Harold and Voss in one room, V and Orkira in the other, with Vinley staying at Demaze, the halfling cook. We open in the boys' room as Harold and Voss get ready for some much-needed rest.
As we're prepping down, recuperating from the events of today, I would like to perform a general insight on Harold. I'm not looking for any particular lies or anything like that. I want to get his general mood because he seemed off all day. 23.
A vibe check, if you will.
Vibe.
Yeah.
The insight.
How you vibing, Harold?
Insight vibing.
He's troubled, I would say, is the word for it. Obviously, Harold doesn't really know how to handle he knows is coming. It's probably been it's been a while. So
Sensing this now, Boss takes a moment and says, "You remember what I told you at the campfire a few days back?"
what specifically?
About making a play.
Yeah.
We're 2 days away now.
Yep. Sure are.
It's a question.
Yeah.
Answer honestly, no judgment here. Gut instinct. What's the first thing you want to do when you see them?
I couldn't even tell you that. I haven't seen them in so long. I honestly just keep hoping it's not actually them.
That this is some sort of elaborate ruse, perhaps the strange copper dragon is pulling on you?
Maybe it's just like a miscommunication, a misunderstanding. But I know it isn't.
Odd question. Go ahead.
I just don't want to see him. But I have to. Because I gotta know.
Odd question, but they are charlatans. Do you even know their names?
depends on the day of the week.
What did they usually go by then?
Doesn't even really matter, man. You have to understand everything was fluid. Anything could be something else if it needed to be, and we would just bounce from place to place and just look for people that didn't know us, and
That's it.
we were good at it. They were really good at it.
So you don't even know if Cord is your real surname.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure of that. That's they had so many stupid little jingles and stuff for Cord.
Like what?
Oh gosh, let me think back. You have to understand, man. When I last saw them, I was 10.
10?
Yeah.
How long has it been?
With the bag, 17, 18 years, maybe.
It's just now occurring to me that I'm actually older than you.
Yeah. You kidding me?
I don't know. I figured half elven lineage, perhaps you were pushing 60 or something like that.
No, God, no. No, I wish. I'd be a lot wiser.
17 years. So you were... How did you survive?
Whatever I had to do. Eventually, down the road, I eventually found the rose, and now we're all in this mess. It's kind of weird how it all comes full circle. You can go as far as you want, but even leave the city and you can't get away from your past. My mom usually went by Leah Cord. She was human, and Dad was Mendartis El Sandoral.
Yes, that does seem an appropriate name for an elf.
He was nothing like Vinley or anything like that. He was whatever he had to be. Just like me.
Huh.
Which I hate.
You take after him more then.
I'm really just like both of them if I was boiling it down. They were perfect for each other. They loved to party. They didn't have any moral quandaries with lying to people. They stole everything. I stole everything.
And they just left?
Yeah. I was in the middle of a heist, if you could really even call it that. And when I came back with the goods, they were just gone. And I looked and looked and looked and couldn't find them. And it became clear to me. I sort of knew right away, but I didn't want to admit it to myself. I was slowing them down. Wasn't fun for them anymore.
Well, in reality, avoiding this place altogether would be an option.
You know I can't do that.
Yes.
You know that better than anybody.
I suppose, but at the very least you have that resolve. And here comes an uncomfortable question.
Let's do it.
If they appear to be antagonistic to us, what do you want to be done with them?
Leave them. They're so small time compared to where we are now.
I will make you this promise then. Whatever their fate may be, you will have the final say in it.
Appreciate that.
This is your mission, and I said I would back your play, whatever that play may be.
I wish I could tell you there was a play, but I think I'm just going to walk in the door and just look around. I am terrified of those people. Because it seems like no answer I get is going to be a good one.
What would you ask?
Sorry. I think
No, I heard it too. It's
I think somebody's blowing.
door.
Somebody next door is blowing their nose.
I'm guessing Vio Miliana based on the loudness. That sounded like an elephant.
I'm literally muted.
You're not muted, honey.
It's on the wrong mic.
Yeah.
I think she's just now realizing we can all hear her.
In the other room,
situation.
Orkira reaches into her bag and pulls out some of the toilet paper that she's been saving for that last little bit for 3 or 4 weeks from now when Harold has a freak out that we don't have any toilet paper, and she just pulls off some and hands it over to V and says, let me know if the allergies are getting to you, okay?
If only Bentley were here, she could silence you.
Harold, you look so... God damn it. Okay. Okay.
I imagine this to be his actual reaction.
Yeah, this is 100% his reaction. Because Harold and I, not too different on this one. Oh, okay. What I was trying to say back when things were serious and I wasn't laughing. God, I needed that. Perfect timing, V.
Why did it switch over? No, like my real mic still isn't. It's not being recognized anymore. So.
Oh no.
But it was being used the first part of this.
Okay.
Harold will kind of shake his head and say, the truth is that no matter how we approach it or how I talk to them or what they say, I just don't see any way it could ever be all right with me what they did. It really made me accept hurting people for a long time. And I just don't want to be that guy anymore. But if they are just running it in now, and there's no scam, then what?
That's up to you. This is one of those opportunities where I'm not going to plan ahead. It's all up to you how we respond from this point forward. And I trust whatever decision you make, that's the appropriate one. Not good, not evil, but it's your choice and I'll back it.
Just keep your coin purse close to you. Don't go near them.
Last question then, and I'll let you get some sleep.
Yeah.
Do you still love them?
That's a great question.
I didn't grow up with parents. I don't know what that's like. I only know hearing about it and seeing it with Seisha. That there is great love and affection between parents and children. And it seems to circumvent atrocities even at times. That's why I asked. I was curious. It doesn't change my opinion any, but I'm curious.
I think the world is a big place and everybody has different feelings and opinions. I think that no two situations are alike. Just like you can find plenty of people who lived a happy life like Seisha did, to find plenty of people like me. Yes. Especially in the city. But hey, you know, I guess if that stuff hadn't happened, I wouldn't have ended up in hearing the adventuring gig, which is strange. But, you know, I guess I'm pretty cut out for it at this point. Once you've killed a dragon, it's like, well, okay, I guess I'm pretty cut out for this. But why does it feel like fighting a dragon is easier than going to this stupid inn?
Because you know exactly what to do. The purpose and direction is straightforward. Fighting a monster like that, we know what we have to do. In many ways, dealing with this Harbinger is easier than dealing with many of the political problems we have back in Waterdeep. It almost feels straightforward in a way. We know we must defeat it. There's no negotiating with it. But with Xanathar, Manchun, the Harlequin, it's different. They're not straightforward. They're oblique and slippery. Between the two captains that I had, Bracken, despite being of monstrous godly strength, was always easier to deal with because he was predictable.
Well, that's something my parents definitely are.
Then this is going to be up to you. Out of all of us here, you're the one who knows them best. You're the one who knows best how to deal with them.
Wouldn't trust them. That's all I can say.
Even beyond that, even with Seisha's ability to detect a lie, these people seem seasoned.
Like, yeah. Yeah, they've been at the game for a long time. There was no party we couldn't pilfer, no street we couldn't come up with some story. Oh, our carriage is broken down just outside of Waterdeep. We just need money to get inside. Oh, we had a million of them. And they were so easy. You just have to get the pouty face on as a little kid. And they could lie about anything. Anytime they got caught, they could actually, I've seen them convince people they were other people they had spoken to face. It's unbelievable how easy a lie can just change everything. And I resent the fact that I got so good at it. Because every time I do lie, back in my mind, I know where I got it from.
Do you feel like that power you have is evil? Because I'll remind you, if we didn't have it, we wouldn't be alive.
No, I don't think it's evil. I think that when we are in a situation like we are, where you tell a lie and you save millions of lives, or you don't, when you know you could have and they're all dying, there's no question you have to lie. I just changed what they taught me into something better, because that's all you can do sometimes.
You owned it. It's yours.
It is now.
No matter what the outcome at the end, it always will be. Harold, I ask these a lot because I see you not just as a friend, but I see you as someone who can change the direction of a lot of things we're encountering, who could turn a bloody battle into a discussion, who can prevent battles and atrocities from happening. It's something I never learned. And I have infinite respect for your ability to do it. I sometimes wonder if you are holding back your own potential out of fear of becoming like them. Forgive me if I'm going too deep or analyzing. I'm not trying to dissect you. I just noticed that sometimes you act like the side character in the story you're writing. When in reality, I think you have amazing untapped potential.
I think that there's a fine line between lying for a cause and lying for yourself. I don't think I need to lie most times, and I try not to. People in the world deserve a softer, more in touch individual sometimes. That's just me. I'm just not, I don't want to be a kingpin or a mastermind or some super genius. I don't want to become anything other than somebody who feels like, okay, I've done enough. And maybe that point won't ever come. But I look out there and I see people who are hurting, and I just think to myself, who would I want if I was there? And I just try to be that person. It's more subtle than just lying, and it's better to be genuine. And I just can't help but be myself in every situation. You know this.
Yes, I do.
It's just a thing for me where it's not like it's untapped potential. It's just potential being used for no gain. I just want to see people that I come into contact with maybe a little bit better and happier than when I first met them.
A fair point. And a fine desire.
And if people come after my friends, I will also stab them.
Fair. No. Just know that as we get there, I'm following your lead. And if I'm really your friend, and I am, I'll trust you to make the right decision. So I'm very hands-off in this case.
I'll know what to do when I see them.
I think so.
I just don't think I'll know what that is until I do.
Well, then I wish you a clear mind and a keen wit when you meet them.
Oh, it's going to be a wild night when that happens. Oh, man. Oof. Oh, man, I'm going to be checking everything. They probably have every room bugged.
Maybe. Luckily unfortunately for them, most of us keep pretty heavy coin purses. Unless, of course, there's an otter sale somewhere.
Yeah, well, what can I say? I have fine taste, and I make a lot of money, and that's this is what I do with it. I buy otters that make puns at me. I think this trip outside Waterdeep's been good for us. It really has kind of shown us how wild things are outside the place for very different reasons.
Yes, very much so.
But I'm thinking, just between me and you, if we can get our hands on a Gathalian steel weapon, we need to snatch one of those up.
Agreed. I think our opportunity will come.
That's something we should definitely be on the lookout for, because I know if we ever do come into contact with Ellerthak, that's been on my mind, that we're going to be fighting somebody wielding his steel, if not him wielding his steel, which is
I have a feeling.
huge problem.
I have a feeling that at the end of this journey, we will be confronting Ellerthak.
Oh boy. He is a dangerous guy.
I understand.
I hope so, because sometimes I wonder if everybody really understands the kind of power that guy's got. And I'm not talking about just physical.
Of course. I'm not too worried.
Like you.
Well, while she has been sometimes meek to the occasion, I think Viomiliana will show her true potential in his face.
Viomiliana is one of the strongest women I know.
And much in the same way as this is your battle to confront, the mine will be hers as well.
I think that Via Miliana has a much harder choice than I do. For me, it's walk into an inn. How dare you? How dare you? Walk back out. That's probably all I'll need to do. For her,
that's a very simple plan.
But hey, I had a finger wag in there, and that's part of the plan, and that's a good part. But for her, she has, and I mean, like I said, she's one of the strongest people on Earth. On Toro, was that what it is? On Toro, but you have to understand, this is monumental. I mean, she knows, I think deep down, that this isn't going to be a small confrontation. Ellerthak's the kind of guy who's going to want to tear our heads off.
Of course.
And so she's going to have to make a decision so much harder than the one I have to.
It's not an enviable position.
No.
But oftentimes we have to make those unenviable choices. And unfortunately, she's the only one that can.
Thankfully, I don't think she's going to have as hard of a time making the choice once she sees how dark and cruel that guy can go. Hopefully we don't have to see it through the eyes of somebody that gets hurt due to knowing us. That guy is, I mean, he's just a step away from Manchun in my eyes.
Probably why they're together. But I think by the end of this, we'll be a step away from plunging a knife into Manchun's chest.
It's a guy can dream.
Harold?
Yeah.
By the time everything here is said and done, the Rose, Manchun, this Elder Eye, will be things in the past forgotten by the next generation.
Yep. Because there's no other option. They have to go.
Exactly.
I'm going to get some sleep. And he's going to kind of lay back and just stare at the ceiling somehow.
And as your conversation comes to a close, we're going to shift across town to Demaze. Where Vinley, Goman has just put the kids to bed. Demay is asleep after a long day. And kind of as you're getting ready to do your nightly rituals and whatnot, the halfling man walks up to you and hands you a cup of tea.
Oh, thank you so much.
I didn't get to tell you how much it means to me, to all of us, for what you did. The missus is a hard-working woman, and I believe Siralali blessed us on Toro with the May, and especially her cooking. Takes a sip of his tea as our first date, I tried to do the chivalrous thing and cook for her, but I don't have a chef's bone in my body. I made sweet syrup toast and fried hen.
Oh.
But while cooking, I confused the sugar for the toast and the salt for the chicken. She's so sweet, she ate the terrible meal I made and told me it was good. As soon as I tasted it, I could tell she was lying, but that's just her good nature. We laughed, and for our 1-year anniversary, she made me the exact same meal.
Oh.
It's terrible, honestly. Salty syrup toast is the worst, but it's a funny story, and it truly shows the leaps and bounds this woman went through just to make a fool like me feel like I wasn't so bad after all. She's given me 9 amazing children, worked herself to the bone in dangerous conditions to provide for us all. Thanks to you, all of you, I get to be a caring stay-at-home dad with a wife that comes home safely every night. So proud of every single one of my wee little sugar plums, and I wouldn't trade anything in the world, because when push comes to shove, no matter what, you always have family. Family is what matters most. You can work yourself to the bone to try to provide for those you care about. What is life if you never get to spend that with the ones that matter most? Something to think about with the dangerous lives you lead.
That it's quite a lot to think about, actually. Thank you for the tea, and I'm happy that in some way I was able to help your family with the May situation. I'm glad that you are all happy, and it's been wonderful getting to know all 9 of your children. You're such a perfect little family.
Again, I thank you and your group for bringing her home to me and saving her life so that she has a home. So that she came home to me. But I know it's late and I got an early morning, so.
Of course. I wouldn't want to hold you up. I did want to let you know that if for some reason this town doesn't work out, feel free to come to Waterdeep, and we always have an opening in our tavern for new chefs, especially one as well known as Demay.
I don't know if we're much of city folk, but if whatever comes push to shove, it's nice to know we got a place to go if need be.
Of course. It was lovely talking to you.
You too. Good night, Miss Vinley.
Good night.
So, wander back to the back room and go to sleep, and unless there's anything else you want to do, we're gonna long rest for the night.
I think before she goes to sleep that night, she's definitely going to take, of those 4 hours that she has to wait up, she's going to use 3 of those hours to copy Life Transference Scroll into her spellbook.
Perfect. Sounds good. Do that, and then just mark off the ink and gold usage for that.
And then I gotta. Oh wait, no, I'll wait for that. And then right before she goes to sleep, I think, is there like a, okay, I'm gonna be really reaching here, but is there like a little cookie jar that says like for a vacation, or like they're saving up for something?
Make an investigate check.
Absolutely.
Your rainy day jar.
Yeah, a swear jar even.
College fund.
I got a dirty 20.
You look around the kitchen, and there's no obvious one, but there are quite a few clay pots here and there with flour and sugar and other herbs and spices. But kind of tucked in the back, you find one that you pull it out and open it up, and there is a few gold in there.
I think she's going to take a little piece of paper out of her regular book, not her spell book, just her regular paper, and write not only Troll Skull Manor, like the full address for Troll Skull Manor, but also she's just going to write in, they were halflings, correct?
Correct.
In halfling, she's going to write just in case and then sign it Vinley and put 10 gold pieces if they fit into there.
They do. It's a slightly larger jar. So.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
And then she will go to bed.
Okay, and you do. And the next morning comes. Everybody can long rest as you get ready to head out. Vinley, as you're leaving Demey's, she hands you a basket of beef stew stuffed buns to share with your group.
So thoughtful. Thank you. You're so sweet, Demey. What have I ever done to deserve you?
Darling, you brought me back to life.
Oh, that wasn't me, silly.
But you were there and made sure it happened. Now, distribute these among your friends. Make sure everybody eats one, because you don't want these to go to waste, I assure you.
Oh, trust me, they will not. And she looks at them very hungrily.
And with that, you all meet up and leave Secomber. as you make your way north up the Secomber Trail heading towards Uluvin.
Quick question: did anybody want to do anything in the city before we left?
I should mention that off camera we handled me going to grab spell supplies. Just
Easily grab spell supplies and components. They're not gonna have a whole bunch of stuff, like a large amount, but for spell components and things like that, they'll have a couple hundred gold worth of stuff that isn't diamonds.
Yeah.
Or anything like fine like that, but
no 1,000 gold diamond in this town.
Unfortunately, no 1,000 gold diamond.
Okay.
No ivory strips.
No. But Vinley, do you offer the buns to everybody?
Yeah, there's significantly less of them, but for sure, yeah.
There is enough for everybody to have one.
Oh, darn. Then she won't eat any. Oh, she might eat one extra.
Insight check on how badly Vinley wants these buns.
Oh, V absolutely eats a bun.
Oh, that smells amazing.
Beef stew buns sound amazing in and out of game. So.
17, how badly do you want these?
It's pretty easy to tell. There's a key ingredient to these buns that Vinley has not tasted.
You can have mine.
Oh, thank you so much.
And as I give it to hand it to you, I move in quickly and whisper to you, send a sending to Davil. I need to meet with him as soon as possible.
Okay. And she eats her bun.
So as everybody eats your beef stew buns, it is a savory red wine braised beef, carrots, stewed shallots, potatoes, garlic, herbs de Providence, all packed within a sweet buttered bun roll. And everybody who ate one gets 2 temporary hit points.
Oh my god!
Why do you understand that I've been eating nothing but applesauce and turkey sandwiches for the last 2?
You realize beef stew is like one of my favorite meals. How dare you do this to me?
I'm so hungry now.
How did they manage to get an entire beef stew into a bun? This is amazing.
It's
unbelievable. Oh my god.
What, you said we get 6 temporary hit points?
2 temporary hit points.
You get 400 temporary hit points.
Try.
Listen, what it is? It's D&D. What else can you get out of D&D except enjoying food that you can't enjoy?
Because she ate 2.
Yep. And that is the chef feat, as you get temporary hit points equal to your proficiency bonus.
Nice.
That's so cute.
But yes, so everybody gets 2 temporary hit points. Obviously, it doesn't stack with your 2 Vinley, so.
All right. Unfortunately, I got to enjoy 2 beef stew beautifulness. And as we're walking, Vinley doesn't have to necessarily do this out loud. She's gonna put her. What's the city we're heading towards?
Uluvin.
Uluvin. Okay. She's gonna put her hands in her sleeves, and then subtly cast sending to Davil.
Okay.
As we're walking.
Okay.
And
can you make a sleight of hand check on that?
Yes, I can. I'm not going to beat y'all. 15.
Okay.
And
I
she's
think
going.
Harold's paying enough attention to notice.
She's going to say, Davil, Voss would like to meet with you. We are heading to Uluvin from Secomber.
That it?
Yeah, short and sweet.
Okay, there is a reply. I'm gonna do my best Davil impersonation.
I'm living for
playing
this.
Davil impersonation.
Do it.
How dire is this? Is this life or death? We have our own problems, and I can't really afford to be gone for 2 days.
That's a fair point.
I got a 24 on Arcana to know what she was casting.
Damn.
Sending. You don't know to who, though.
Right.
She will not reply immediately.
Okay.
She will give it a little bit and like as they're walking, like a little bit, and then she drops back to Voss to quietly let him know. It's probably not a big drop back. She's probably walking very close beside him. So she'll whisper over to him. He wants to know if it's life or death. They are dealing with something.
It is life or death.
Okay. I will use another 3rd level spell slot. He says it is life or death. I don't know if it's possible, but if it's safer, you could bring Fala with you. And we could all kind of talk about what's going on.
There's a bit of a delay. I'll meet you in Uluvin. Tell him he gets to pay Istrid this time.
There's like a sudden intake of air at that. She's like,
and you can definitely tell there's definitely an annoyance in his voice.
Absolutely. She'll lean back over to Voss, and he's going to meet us in Uluvin. But you have to pay Istrid this time. And she kind of like takes a step away from him, just in case he reacts. I don't think he will, but just in case.
Boss you can tell he's kind of in a grim humor, and he just nods at this.
Are we outside the city at this point?
Oh yeah, you're long outside the city. This is
okay.
Yeah, you've been traveling for a couple hours at this point.
I've been trying to figure out if Orkira would notice any of this or not. And I think since we're outside the city, the reason she doesn't notice is because she started to do the fly up in the air, keep an eye out for trouble, and come back. So that's how I'm getting around her not noticing any of this.
Okay. Stacia's nosy.
Orkira is too, but like there's a moment.
Orkira's polite about it.
She knows she can't help but hearing.
Yeah, the polite in where like she'll hear something or she'll overhear something and then she'll just flat out admit it. So yeah. So she's starting to do checks to make sure that the surrounding area is safe.
Go ahead and give me before we get going, as we get too far, before we do that, I will say roll me a perception check if you want to go ahead and preemptively roll that, or Kira. Somebody roll me a d20 for the day.
Ooh, I got it.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay. It's totally a like in-game 13, but it went 1, 13, 5, 13, 1, probably 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
13? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. What was your perception check, Orkira?
23.
Okay. That wasn't just traveling, that was a voyage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It saw a few sights along the way.
Yeah.
All
right.
of them bad.
So fairly, uneventful day. You've been traveling probably for 6 or 7 hours now. You passed a couple just, travelers here or there, maybe one or two, 2 people on foot, just kind of traveling south down to Secomber, and a caravan, a small, just ox and wagon. Looks like there's some grain in the back of it, just heading south down as you continue down. There's, a smattering, like one here and there of just farmsteads that you pass by, that you can kind of see off in the distance, not right off the road or the trail, but you can see like smoke rising, and can see, especially you, Kira, when you go up, you can see that there is, a farmstead, in the area. And as the sun begins to hug the horizon at the edge of the hilly terrain, the sky painted with an array of reds, yellows, oranges, and purples. You've all been following the Secomber trail that leads directly to Uluvin. the day has been peaceful as the final days of summer, as you kind of wane, as a cool breeze begins to blow, kind of foreshadowing the coming of autumn in the next coming 10 day. You continue north. V and Harold, with every step, you find yourself coming closer to confronting your past. But like always, you stand next to each other, together, through thick and thin. Norkira, as you take to the sky, as you have for the rest of the day, looking for possibly a place to camp or seeing if there's anything on the horizon, you take a look ahead and you notice that there are a few shapes kneeling behind some trees and a large boulder on top of an approaching hill. And as you go to peer closer and possibly warn the others, your attention is snapped upwards as something large out of the corner of your eye catches you. And as you look up, you see a massive winged creature flying towards you.
No,
I
thank
need
you.
everybody to roll initiative.
As it do.
Do I spot this
Oh, good.
with my passive?
Your passive, at this moment, you do not spot what's up above.
Okay.
But as you're coming, you can definitely see shapes up ahead.
Okay.
Behind the... there are a couple trees, and there are this boulder where there's kind of two hills come up and kind of split the road. The road splits, the trail splits in the middle.
Yeah.
And
look like they're waiting to ambush and push the boulder off.
I mean, it looks like they're humanoid shapes kneeling behind stuff, trying to be hidden, but
okay,
aren't very well hidden from y'all's keen eyes.
Sure.
But that they do not get a surprise round, which is why we're rolling initiative.
Yay!
Quick thing I wanted.
Sorry, go ahead. Say again. Sorry.
Quick thing I wanted to mention. I forgot to say this, and I wonder if I could retcon it now. I need him to bring Blaven.
That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Your first message was very short. Finley,
I
so
can
that
easily
could have
add.
Easily added that in.
Cool.
And
Just making
Blaven.
sure.
Yeah.
Bring Voss's date.
Sure.
Stacia, what'd you get?
10.
All right.
Double digits, baby.
Woo! Voss?
16.
Harold? Oh, you mean
19.
19. Hey, not bad. Vinley?
5.
Nice. V? You are
4.
4. Hey, all
Oh my
right.
god.
Orkira?
Also a 4.
Hey!
I rolled a
gonna be
1
good
and a
one.
3.
So good. So good.
I'm not used to having to look up for problems. And I should
Right.
really learn to look up.
It's called the shadow.
The shadow
This is
knows.
the second time in 2 days now. Like, she's not learning as fast as I would like her to.
All right. Harold, you kick off initiative here. As
I would point out to everybody the figures.
Yeah, and I mean your passive even sees, like, you look up and you're like, oh yeah, there's totally something, some humanoid hiding behind that tree.
Yeah,
this skinny tree and this very large girth of a humanoid, definitely poking out from behind it.
Are these Georgia trees?
Definitely got an 8 on their stealth check, so it's real good.
I'm going to walk forward and just be like, "Hey man, you behind the twig over there, the big guy. Hey, you, specifically you. What are you doing up there?"
And as
You talking to a bird?
They're not a raven?
You kind of just call out and is trying to like not be noticed.
I mean, I see you there. You're ducking your head lower. You're leaning more to the left. It's not helping you.
And you kind of see them kind of look up into the sky and then look back down. And as you look up, you can see this massive winged reptilian-like creature entangled with Orkira. And Seisha, you can see that there is someone riding atop it. And with that, let's go ahead and show you what you see. How about we just...
Yeah, let's do
This
that.
is a full-blown map.
Yeah.
Friends, I am nervous.
I am terrified for you.
I'm not even on the map. Oh, no.
Oh, you're there. You're just maybe not in that angle. Don't worry, you're there. But are you doing anything other than just talking to them?
I mean, do they look? Can I make an insight check to see if they like are watching that thing because they're friends or if they're hiding from it?
Yeah, you can go ahead and give me an insight check. And as you look on and you roll that, you can see that these are large, like still medium sized, but just massively built. You know, dark greenish gray skin humanoids. You can see that they are wearing leathers and hides, and you can see they have massive tusks coming out the bottom of their lower jaw as all of them grip these massive mauls that you can just see are covered in bloodstains.
I got an 18 on my insight check.
Very threatening. Very much in like looking up, like almost like looking for a signal.
Got it. Do I have enough time to cast something?
Yeah, your action. I mean, you just walked up and talked. You didn't.
Okay. The biggest gathering of them is to the left of me, right?
Yeah, there's two of them right around this boulder.
Sure. I'll fireball the boulder.
Oh my god.
We are not messing around. Okay.
Harold said, "You are in my way. Please move."
Well, once Harold like looks up at the thing and looks back at them, and he's making a connection. It's like, wait a sec, we're getting jumped. Boom! It just blows them up.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, hold on now.
Wow. All right. A 15 and a 14.
Both will fail.
As both of them rolled 12s on their.
Oh wow!
And do I roll damage for each of them, right?
No, just roll one set,
and they
80.
all take it.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
And they'll all take it. Yep.
Here we go. I cast it at we'll cast it with a pack magic. We'll just do it at max level. Why not? This is why it's good to have a little bit of warlock.
Touch of warlock, a taste of warlock.
Call this the Orkira special. That's 30 damage.
Ooh,
nice.
That's extra special. I don't roll that well on fireball.
That's a spicy meatball.
Yeah.
I believe that is that gets all of them just centered around the. I mean, I don't think it gets anybody else. Yeah.
In a field open as that.
There may be some hiding that we don't know about.
But yeah, so I think you'll get those two.
Oh my god.
I was just looking to see if
I just saw the thing that's grappling Orkira.
Oh, yeah. That's exciting. Hey, look, I can see me
all
now.
All right. But yeah, they take 30 damage. They did not like that.
Well, cry about it and leave us alone.
There's
some behind us.
Orkira, the
hi
one, you can see that there is this orc in front of you riding this massive. Go ahead and give me a nature check with advantage.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
It's a -1 for you, but.
Well, there's a natural 20, so
Hey,
that's a 19 as I look up at this thing.
Yeah, it is. You can see that it is a reptilian draconic-like creature, but you can see that there are no front hind legs. The front legs go into the wings themselves, and you can see this tail whipping around with this massive like stinger on the end. And this is 100% without a doubt, a wyvern.
Oh, it's so cute.
And this
That explains a lot.
It's pronounced wyvern, not wyvern.
I've heard both actually.
And don't want emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Syllable. I've always heard it
wyvern. Wyvern, potato.
Why run?
Why run? Exactly.
I'm gonna be running. Yes.
Big skinny flappy beast.
But as you watch as the orc on the back of it just pulls up the reins, and you can hear him shout out something in Orcish, which I believe only Voss speaks.
I thought about taking it.
And it is now is basically what you hear. And he is going to use Inaval's command, and 3 allies will take their reactions to make a weapon attack.
Oh.
Oh.
That doesn't sound good for us.
One of the ones behind the boulder will kind of pop out and kind of throws something towards you, Seisha. It'll just tink off your armor. As even with advantage, I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Yay! Clearly not using that DM die that you showed us earlier.
I am not. I most definitely am not. And then 2 of the other ones, the one in kind of behind the tree to behind you, and then to the left of you, are going to throw javelins. One at who's in the
Don't do it.
Vinley and one at V.
I told you not to do it.
16 to hit you, Vinley.
No.
And then 8 to hit, or 9 to hit you, V. So yeah, they just goes wide, and just that's their reaction. That's his action. The wyvern is going to kind of come in and just this jaw unhinges and tries to come down to bite you. Or Kira, that is a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna take 11 points of piercing damage.
Ow! Hey, get that maw out of me!
And as you pull back, the stinger on the tail whips up and attempts to pierce you.
Okay.
And that is a dirty 20 to hit.
How far away was it from not hitting you?
My armor class is 16, so 4.
Might be worth it nonetheless.
Yeah, I don't.
Are we close enough that you can even cutting words? How far?
That's a good question.
That's a great question. Yeah, let me check real quick. Cutting words is 60 feet.
Are we more than 60 feet up?
Probably are.
You are more. They are more than 60 feet away.
Damn.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right.
In the air.
Sorry.
Good thought. Good thought.
Like 30.
I'll talk shit at him later. I promise.
So you're gonna take 8 points of piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Okay.
That was what I was afraid of.
Holy crap! That's another natural 20 for 23.
Yes.
This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad
awesome.
later. But
you're gonna take half of this.
Okay.
That was a lot of dice.
Yeah.
Is that thunder? Or are you rolling damage?
Yeah.
You're gonna take 9 poison damage.
That's already halved.
Already halved.
Okay. Am I poisoned, or am I just taking poison damage?
It's just poison damage.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't like that.
All right, that is their turn. All right. Next up, you're gonna watch as the one stepping behind out of the rock who threw that one at you, Seisha. You watch as kind of holds up this totem-like symbol and just crushes it. And as he does, you watch as darkness envelops everyone. Stick that over.
Interesting. Why did I not take counterspell. Why do I continue?
Why do you ever not take counterspell?
I don't know. Sometimes I'm feeling risky.
Always
I
counter-
could
Harold?
counterspell, but this is actually extremely advantageous for me.
Yeah.
It is. Harold, you see perfectly fine. Everybody else is enveloped in complete and utter darkness.
Yes, Warlock baby.
Yep. And Harold, as you look out, you can actually see that this one that did that is actually clocking every single one of you.
Okay,
So you get the sense that
we can see in it
also
too.
Can see. Yep.
Man.
Which guy did that?
Boss,
little
it is
one
your
that hit
turn.
me.
Okay, so I am in complete darkness right now. However, what I was going to do before being so rudely blinded was move to the one to the from where my position is back right. Now, being in complete darkness, would I be able to know where I am or where I'm going?
I mean, everything is dark. I mean, you know what your surroundings look like before dark. You know, you were hit by darkness. But
I would like to attempt to move in that direction. I don't know. It's like, is there a what is the DM ruling on that? Because I imagine this would be disorienting.
It is a bit disorienting. So you go to move. High or low?
Low.
You go to move. You're gonna move your movement.
Yeah, I've got 80 feet of movement. I'm just trying to get to a target. No.
So, yep, you come out and you are there. So what I did was it was high, not low. So I rolled a
Gotcha.
D8 and that determined which direction you went. And so
Understood.
you moved there. So that was
That's
40
where
feet
I
of
am.
movement, which I know is your normal movement. But you do come out of the darkness. And so
Okay.
you can kind of see you're on the other plateau.
How far away?
of the hill.
How far away is this dude?
He is.
Either way, I'm gonna be a
roughly
melee round.
40 feet. Yeah, 40 feet away. So if you dash, you can get him.
Okay, I can't be ambushed by any of the other ones, so yeah, I'll dash to get to him, and do what I hate doing, which is not fighting like a coward.
You're within 5 feet of him. I'll just.
All right.
The map rejects.
I will
Give me
attack.
slopes.
Despite map rejection. That's a 27. That should hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yes.
Nice.
I've got a good to hit and the
Yeah.
dice are nice. Yeah, I'm good. 29 points of damage. You need fire damage separately.
I don't. And
29.
You rush up and just pierce him right through the
Sweet.
eye with the dagger, fire tooth dagger, and just kind of guttles out blood as collapses to the ground.
That's me.
All right. That brings us up to this one.
That wasn't the one that cast darkness, was it?
It was not.
No.
Okay.
The one on the left. Top left.
One of the ones on the left.
Top left.
Yep.
And he threw an object, didn't he?
No, he crushed something in his hand.
Or, yeah, that's right. He crushed an idol.
Yep. All right. There is a bit of casting from behind the rock. Kind of the rock boulder itself is shielding from visible. Currently has full cover just from everybody's point of view, except for Voss. You can see this orc that has bald but has like white paint and like of a hand over it, and you can see that the hands of this have actually elongated fingers into almost claws. But reaches over and you see casting and goes to touch against the boulder. You can't really see what it's touching as it casts Cure Wounds.
Ooh.
At 3rd level.
Ooh, the bad guys are healing.
I don't like it.
Can I counterspell that?
You do not have line of sight.
Damn.
11. We'll heal 11.
Rocks are the natural enemy of a warlock. It's not your time.
And
I'll have to end that rock next.
that.
Yes.
I mean, you already hit it with a fireball.
Seisha,
Yes.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh boy. You're good at those though.
Well, not when I get jinxed. Yeah, that's a 17.
All right. Harold, you're the only one who sees this.
Ooh.
But you watch as Seisha's eyes go pitch black.
Oh.
Oh
And
god.
her wings ignite out from her back. But instead of the mist-fallen wings you're used to seeing, they are now made of ethereal sinew and flesh. And they do not end at feathers or falling mist, but in multiple arms with outstretched hands. Inside the palms of each is a singular moving eyeball. Seisha, you now have true sight, and you can see through this darkness. I need you to turn, as you turn behind you to Harold, as you are atop Bernie. And I need you to take your turn as normal, but I need you to mark off your Radiant Soul ability.
Okay. That's cool, because that's what I was gonna do anyways. I just didn't expect that. Okay. Sorry, that threw me off. I know.
And when I say take your turn as normal, I mean attack your friends. They are your enemies.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, hot. Live, laugh, love that.
I've done that.
Give me a second to think.
But you didn't have arm wings.
And true sight and burning.
I am going to be attacking Venli.
Oh, does Bernie change?
Wait,
That's a
who's
good question.
closest to you? Is Bentley closest to you?
Nope,
Venli
Bernie
is
does not
closest.
change, but you
Or no?
will take flight off
Oh,
of Bernie.
I thought
and
Venli
fly
was the one
towards-
behind me. Who's behind
No,
me?
Harold is directly behind you.
That's Harold
Okay.
and me.
No, attack me.
I'm big, so maybe you think I'm a big enemy?
Actually, I'm going to ride to stand in front of V so that everybody is within 5 feet of me.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to cast Arms of Hadar.
There it is.
It's a
I can
strength saving
counterspell
throw.
this one.
That you 100% can counterspell.
No to that. Because I don't want those hands touching me. 4th level counterspell.
Yeah, and you actually, Harold, you watch as you see Seisha turn, eyes completely black, wings out, and you watch as the hands coming off the wings begin to stretch out with black tendrils, and you just immediately yeah.
Can I don't know if you're okay with this, but can I just for flavor turn to Harold and say, I see you?
Absolutely.
You see who?
Do you hear any of this? Because she can't see anything, so she's just
You
like,
hear, you hear Seisha say, I see you.
Who do you
yeah,
see?
right here, bro.
And we're in
Behind
darkness.
you.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
So
I forgot I can't
everybody,
see it. Well, I
everybody
saw.
but Harold hears that. Harold, you see it happen. That is Seisha's turn. We now come to 2 of our orcs, the 2 on opposite sides.
Cool. Uh-oh.
They are going to ready actions for when and if anybody comes out of the darkness.
I wonder if they even know. If they have any idea what's going on in that darkness right now.
No, they don't.
What if you just sit down and...
Finley, it is your turn.
Oh, good. I'm glad it's me. Before the I see you moment, I think Vinley was holding her head posture in the exact same way to track where she thinks the Drake would be. He's gonna try and be like, oh, well, Seisha sees someone. I'm just gonna run towards the Drake to help Orkira.
Okay, high or low?
Let's go high.
Okay, you move in the direction you want to move.
Hell yeah. I just want to go straight left from camera point of view.
25 feet of movement, and you are out of the...
And I hate to do this because it is my character on the line here, but would Seisha like to attack with an attack of opportunity?
Seisha will take an attack of opportunity.
Cool.
Thank you for asking.
Just to be fair.
Yeah. Oh, you're lucky. 16.
Oh, thank goodness my armor class is 17 because that was horrifying.
Oh!
Vinley, you feel
something scrape against your armor as you just a sword or something clings against the back of your armor and scrapes off. You're not sure who or what it was, but you definitely were just attacked by something.
Ooh.
I definitely think she will yell back, whoever you see, they're attacking, as she's like running out.
Oh, it's
Still-
Seisha.
I can't
BFGs,
process
it's
that.
Seisha.
Yeah, I
Harold
don't know
says
if we
it's
know.
Seisha.
I think
Seisha's swinging on us.
It's
What?
fine. Everything's fine.
Dude, she's lying. She's lying. She's lying.
we'll fix that after this, and she casts banishment up
I thought
at
she
the
said
Drake
she's not enemy.
or the Wyvern.
All right.
That's a charisma
Oh.
save.
Does that? I wonder. Does that get both of them, or does that just poof out of existence under him?
It just poofs out of existence under him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, if it works, oh, it's gonna be sweet.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That is a. Hold on. Let me just check one thing right quick. Like.
I don't like the sound of that.
I'm still freaking out about the change of form.
Yeah, that's horrifying, and
The arms.
and I absolutely can wait until you walk out of that darkness.
Just deck saves.
Oh, you think I'm gonna walk out?
What kind of save is it?
Charisma.
Charisma. Oh yeah. That's real good. Yeah, just go ahead and you can just
Oh, cool. Bye, Drake.
I cannot wait to watch
Wyvern.
this rider
That's an
Wile E.
8.
Coyote into the ground.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All the way down.
Yes.
And is gonna take 5d10 falling damage.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a
8,
shitload.
12, so 19 points of damage, and yep. And, yeah, that's real good, real good. Well,
That was
love
so
that.
Clever. That was so clever.
Goodbye, Wyvern.
So good.
You were fun while you lasted. It's okay.
Oh.
There's a minute of that.
Yeah. And
It's from this plane of existence.
I was about to say, it will be back. If
It will be back.
will be
All right,
back.
Vinley, that is your turn. You have a bonus action if you want to take it.
I don't have a bonus action, but I do want to say that one guy behind the tree next to the guy who just fell, did he have a readied action for when someone came out?
He did. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm on top of my
It-
rules
it-
lawyering.
The
You
javelin
Yeah, like what, dude? What
You
the
are
hell?
gunning for a beating tonight.
pings
Okay.
against your armor. You don't take damage.
Bro.
I rolled a 9 to hit you. That's not good.
I thought we were on the same team.
And it's
We
working
are.
in your favor.
Yeah, we
see,
are.
Honesty
like-
always is a good thing.
I'm a reverse voodoo doll.
Akira.
Everyone attacks me.
Your turn.
I'm
You watch as you were engaged with this wyvern and this rider for a second, and as you move back, you hear Vinley casting. You look down. Vinley points the wand up. You look up and you watch as the wyvern just dissipates from underneath him as he just has that moment of, and then in Orcish Vosh you hear, "Fuck!"
A lot of things happening really fast.
You know what? Maybe we have more in common with them than we thought.
Yeah.
Okay. And suddenly Orkira can process a lot of things that are going on because there's not a wyvern in her face.
Yep.
So the orc fell. Is he still alive? The one that fell?
I could have done that. Sorry. He's still alive. Yes.
Okay. And am I looking at this correctly? There's another one next to him.
Correct. That was the one that threw a javelin at Vinley, and it just went
Okay.
wide, tinged off
And-
her armor.
I probably haven't seen or noticed anything on the other side of the field, but the one that's near the rock, I would have heard that one casting.
Correct.
What do I see over there? Do I just see the one near the rock?
You, with your, I need you to make me a pass of an active perception check, just
Okay.
because. Yep, we're in combat.
Sure, 24.
Yep. You see that one actively cast, and then you see kind of sneaking, kind of through the shadows of the boulder, kind of almost about to step into the darkness. You see another one.
Okay. Okay, so this changes what I'm gonna do, although it's for the better. So I'm gonna She was looking like she was about to throw fire right into this wyvern's face, and she takes a quick look around, smiles at Vinley, points to the rock, and says, "Two more over there. I'll point him out." And she's gonna fireball the rock and the orc and the other one that's getting into the shadows over there. I'm gonna do this at 4th level.
Yeah.
And I need...
Where do you think I learned how to fireball?
Yeah. I also need some health back. Okay, so this is 4th level, so I need both of them to make dexterity saving throws DC 19. Oh, I actually rolled really well. Okay, so this is... And then because the fire goes off and I hit the both of them and it's a leveled spell that does fire damage, I'm going to use Warmth of the Flame. I'm sorry?
I said you can hit all 4 of them.
Oh, yeah. Let's get
here,
all...
I'll put this one on the map. You can actually use like right here.
Yeah, as
Literally
long as...
at the edge of the darkness, like half in, half out.
Okay, as long as none of them are hitting my friends, then yes, I want to hit as many of these as possible.
None hit your friends, and you hit all 4 of them on that side.
Perfect.
So let me roll 2 of my... Roll these 2 here.
Guys.
Levels.
Yeah, those fail. They're probably dead.
Out here trying to provide for their families.
Nope. And oh yeah, all 4 fail. Oh, good times.
Awesome. So I get 7 health back because I did a leveled fire spell. So a little bit of that wafts back up at me. Everyone who failed takes 40 fire damage.
Dear God.
40? 40. I cast it at 4th level and I actually rolled really well.
That's baller.
Master Fireball.
Wow. Yeah. None of that made me happy.
Crap.
I want as many things dead as possible because I have a bad feeling about what I just heard coming out of the darkness. Are any of them still alive?
Note to self, don't piss off Kira or take her down first. One or the other.
Oh yeah, I knew that one.
Clerics, right?
Yeah.
So she least expects it.
She asked me if I wanted to end the world. I'm never making Orkira angry.
Yep. So 3 of the 4 just vaporize.
Does that include...
There's nothing.
All right. 4th guy is like laying on the ground going, "Why did I get out of bed?"
Their face just melts off and they crumble.
The only one still alive is the Wyvern Rider.
Ooh.
Can I just smile at him and wave?
Good for them. Okay.
I say we let him live. He's earned it.
He's been through a lot. He's had a rough day.
Listen, we have had a rough day too, and it's because of him. The area of darkness, it is because it's a sphere, right?
It is, yes.
Okay. How high up off the ground is it?
20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'd like to fly down. I'll stay on the side that Vinley is, and I'm going to fly to basically 10 feet above the ground. Yeah, same side that Vinley is on, but like on the other side of the orc that is prone, just so that we're not within, say, fireball range. And as I get there, I will lock eyes with Vinley and say, "Thanks for the wyvern. What's going on in the darkness?"
I honestly have no idea.
I just heard really bad things.
I felt bad things.
All right, that's Orkira's turn.
That's
it is
me.
your turn. There's explosions outside the darkness. There's talk of Seisha killing people. There's just a whole lot of just what is happening in this darkness. You're muted, B.
I was asking, you said it was my turn, right?
It is your turn, yes.
Okay, cool. So, in the darkness, I heard Seisha say, "I see you." I assumed it was maybe she saw an enemy. And then I heard the discussion about Harold saying Seisha attacked Vinley.
Yep. And
So
then
I
you
just-
heard a massive explosion outside.
You also heard Seisha deny it.
Yeah, and then
Right.
Seisha denied it.
So, right. So, V's just sort of like, Harold, are you still in here, bro?
Yeah, I'm still in here.
Can you see me? Can you see me? I can't see anything. I can't see anything at all.
Yep.
Run straight forward, V.
No, don't do that. No, swing
Should
a
I-
non-lethal shot to your left.
A non-lethal shot to my left. So I go to swing a non-lethal shot
All right.
to my left.
So you'll have disadvantage because you're blind in the darkness.
Right,
but if you
but
wanted to reckless, you could.
I am going to reckless. I'm also going to rage.
Okay, so you'll rage,
Because
and then
I'm confused and angry.
So Tuesday then.
I'll just roll like normally, I guess.
Yep, you'll roll regular.
Yeah, because disadvantage. Oh, that's a 13 right there.
No.
Yeah, Seisha, you easily see the attack coming and just sidestep. You just whiff on your first attack with the Bahir Blade V.
So I try again, and that one's gonna be a 22.
That hits.
So I
Ooh.
on that time I go for more of like a swing, like a full like spin.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so my non-lethal damage is gonna be 18 points of non-lethal damage.
All right. So Seisha will take 18 damage.
Got it.
And, if it drops you to 0, you're just
I
unconscious.
rolled really well.
All right.
And I want to make sure I hit the right person. I go to Harold. I'm like, did I hit her? Is that?
V, what are you doing? Ow!
Yeah, that hit her. Good job.
V, I think Harold's being controlled.
No, I'm not being controlled. Stacia's trying to fuck with you.
I am.
Can I insight without like seeing anybody? Okay.
Seisha, I need you to make a deception check. Harold, I need you to make a persuasion check.
I'm surprisingly not good at deception.
All right. Do I insight? Do I do 2 insight rolls or 1?
Nope, just give me 1 insight roll.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Oh.
28.
Oh.
Can we give Seisha advantage on that
13!
deception? Because I believed that for a second.
I almost rolled a 20. I'm so mad.
So
It's a bad insight check if we both seem credible.
Yeah. So what happens is, like, you trust them both, but Harold has that tone that you know for a fact that something is up.
The Harold tone.
Okay, he rolled 28, you know?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I rolled the 13. So I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna trust Harold, but like, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Seisha, but like,
Yeah, but there's
God.
definitely that deep down feeling of, oh, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
All right, so that is B's turn. That brings us to the top of the round to Harold.
Oh, no. Hi, Harold.
Hi, I gotta do something about you now.
It's fine. It's fine. Just let me hug you with my arms.
I don't want that.
Oh,
Let me embrace you.
What I'd like instead is to cast.
Oh, darkness is gone.
Oh, shit!
Oh.
Oh
That's
yeah,
my bad.
because
Yeah.
So now everybody
top
sees.
Top of the
So
round.
yeah, so I don't need
But
that
she
insight
hasn't
check anymore.
changed, right? She's still.
Still hand wings.
Oh yeah, you all. So as the top of the round starts, you watch as this darkness just dissipates as the user of the effect has died, and you watch as it dissolves away. You all look upon Seisha, who is in their radiant form, but instead of the mist. And normally, when the hair is floating up and is turning into mist, it is just black tendrils that just float up into the air. The wings coming out are just literally made of arms as they come, and as they stretch out, you can see the palms in the center is an eyeball in each of the palms.
I told you.
V jumps back and goes, "Oh God!"
I know, man.
Well, that's inconvenient.
I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic at level 4 on her.
Do we have to roll sanity checks?
Yeah, like eyeballs in the palms of her hand.
Because I'm
It is-
going crazy.
It sounded like the palms of the hands of the wing hands.
Just imagine all of them splay out at once. Just hands.
No
no.
sanity check on this. But
Oh.
go ahead and you cast Dispel Magic at
4th level.
4th level. Okay. Seisha, go ahead and make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Natty 20 for 30.
Ooh.
Ah.
There
Good.
is a brief moment where you are where you see the eyes clear. Everything else stays the same, but for this moment, you are yourself.
What's happening?
That's a great question. Do you normally have eyeballs in your wings and I've just been really high or drunk this whole time?
Also,
or...
sorry I hit you, I think.
What's happening to me?
I don't know. You're swinging on people, though.
You tried to convince me to hit Harold.
You were very convincing.
I almost fell for it.
I don't like this.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm here. I got you. I can pull it down. I got it. It's no worries. I'm just turning it off now. Slowly, I think. I'm trying to turn off the wings.
Turn it off.
While this conversation is going on, Kira looks over at the prone orc to see whether it reacts at all to Seisha. I'm trying to figure out whether our ambushers knew that this was going to happen or not.
You watch as it is now the rider's turn as he gets up, grabbing this maul that it landed next to him. As he grabs and he turns to look at you, Vinley, like just rage in his eyes, and his eyes go past you and see Seisha, and you see just takes a step back.
You know what?
Good choice.
Maybe not. You know.
Voss, you hear in Orcish give the command: retreat, flee, run.
Okay. Noted.
And as he does that, you watch as he like goes run, and then you see his eyes go black as he just drops his weapon, goes slackjaw, and as he failed his sanity save.
Oh.
Y'all are used to this weirdness. He's not.
Yeah. Y'all seen some shit. He ain't. Wyvern is still banished. Dead. Boss, it is your turn.
Jesus, like, what the hell is there to do?
There's one more.
I mean, he collapsed. His eyes are black. I don't even know if I can see that from this distance.
You can see the one to the south of you.
The one you originally
wanted.
He's 70 feet away. You can make it there.
I might as well. Like, I don't even know if Seisha's still possessed, so I don't even know if there's like
no witnesses.
Her eyes are normal again, but she still got the hand wings.
I will say this. Can I make the presupposition that these are the part of the clan that King Eats a Lot was talking about?
You look at all of them wielding bloody mauls, and you can probably assume that this is the Bloody Maul tribe.
Okay, so saying that, I'll bum rush him, but also say to the rest of the group, keep that one alive.
Of course. And I look down at his body.
It's strange that you're so enthusiastic about that, but all right.
I was already planning on it.
Okay. 29 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
I mean, this guy may be special. I don't know. 28 points of damage on that one.
He's not. He's dead.
Okay. Well, that's me. Voss does. I will say this. It doesn't affect anything. It's more flavor. Pulls out the whip, remembering that this was the tool and implement he used whenever Seisha went mad last time, hoping that both its sound and its sting will draw her out of it if she goes into whatever this is again.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Seisha, at the start of your turn.
And she flings her sword and were you still talking? It cut out. I'm sorry, can you?
You are mine.
And a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Take it back now, y'all.
Oh shit, 13.
And with that, your eyes go black. And you turn to whoever is next to you, which is Harold and V. and you swing.
Oh, Harold, you made a mistake. And I'm going to swing on Harold.
Okay.
As you do.
As one does when in Rome.
I'm going to use Spirit Shield. If she hits.
Absolutely.
That's going to be a 15.
Would hit if I was about to cutting words you.
Oh no, you're gonna hurt my heart.
Yeah, I have to hurt your heart in order to save my ass. Okay, it's your heart or my ass,
please.
And right now, I'm leaning towards my ass.
My
Take 2 away from that swing.
So
as Harold looks you in the eyes and goes, "I really thought you were a lot stronger than this."
Oh shit!
I am strong, and I'm even stronger now. And I'm going to swing again.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
This one's gonna suck.
It's going to be a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that one hit.
And I'm going to smite.
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
use Spirit
shit.
Shield with this.
Yep.
I like
Go
to imagine
ahead,
that's your family motto on your crest, Harold, is like, I have to hurt your heart to save my ass.
Yeah, that's basically the third way.
The family crest.
V, go ahead and roll. I believe it's 2d8.
Yes.
Their crest, the actual picture is just somebody running out a door. It's just their back and their foot as they're like
a fire escape.
Yeah.
Yes.
An exit
Subtract,
sign.
29 damage.
subtract 11 from that.
Okay,
Nice.
So subtract 11 to 18.
18.
That hurts. Harold looks hurt.
I mean, yeah.
That is Seisha's
What's the matter? No smart words for that one? Bard?
I've got some cooking up right now.
Bentley, it's your turn.
Oh no, I didn't
My
want
spirits
that.
awkwardly look at each other like, what?
Oh god. I thought I had so much longer before my turn came. I think what she's gonna do this
Cast
turn...
disintegration.
Yeah, finger of death.
I'm fucked over here.
Howard kill. I'm gonna drop my portable hole next to me and tell Cujo and Titan to man the corpse. Don't eat it. Just keep it.
All right.
And they're just gonna like hold him down just in case he wakes up.
Okay.
Like I don't know where I'm going with this analogy. I have nothing else and I'm scared of Seisha, so I pass my turn. Thank you.
All right. Or Kira.
I rush Seisha. I'm pulling diamond dust out of my bag, and in her face, I throw it as I cast Greater Restoration.
All right.
Because I know this worked the last time, so I'm just going straight for it.
Pocket dust.
Diamond dust.
And as far as I know, well, I mean, it's up
do I
to
make
you.
a saving throw or anything?
Nope, I need you or Kira to make me a spell attack.
Okay.
So make an attack with your spell attack modifier.
Okay.
You got this.
You can do it.
Plus
You can
10.
do it.
Seisha, we don't want your opinion on this right now.
23.
23 hit you, Seisha?
Yep.
And as you just throw this diamond dust as you lay your hand right on Seisha's
Forehead.
face, or right on her forehead. You feel that burning sensation seep through your entire body, Seisha, as you feel whatever this corruption is that has embedded itself into you in this current moment wash over you, and you almost wash as a veil is lifted down, starting from the head all the way down, and as it moves, you watch as this form that Seisha has taken transforms and changes back to the mist as it falls down, and the ethereal hand wings of flesh and sinew turn back to the feathered mist fallen wings. As Seisha, you collapse to one knee as you are yourself once again.
And
I'm just gonna fall off. Oh wait, I had to get off Bernie to attack. So yeah.
I'm dropping to my knees in front of her, and like the rest of my turn, I just hug her. I got you. We got you. You're fine. You're
I
fine.
throw my sword and shield as far away from me as I can.
Okay. You are still in your radiant soul form, just you are now regular, though. It is not painted like it was before. That is Orkira's turn. V, it is your turn.
I'm sad I didn't have to hit Seisha again.
Okay. There is no imminent threats, as it appears that the other orc being held on both arms by the two skeletal null witherlings. You have 7 rounds.
I'm sorry, what? 7 rounds
before the wyvern comes back.
Kill Brooklyn?
Oh, okay. I was
okay.
7 rounds of what?
Till
Okay,
Brooklyn.
so the wyvern is like the last thing I guess to worry about, I guess, but there's nothing around. I guess I could end the rage. I've got 3 more
You got
slots
more.
if today got worse. So
It's okay by now.
Yep. So
yeah, no, at this
7
point,
rounds.
so V will stop raging, and she will also hug Seisha because she also feels bad about hitting Seisha.
Yep. Seisha, your radiant soul will end at the end, like before the wyvern comes back, just because of round
Timing.
same minute. Feel free. You have 7 rounds of healing if you want to do it. You have.
I sure would like some of that.
I'm gonna heal Harold.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much did I do to you? 18, was it?
Yeah.
Here, have 18 back.
Sweet.
Seisha just reaches out a hand to Harold.
Oh, he'll take her hand. Thank you.
She'll cast Lay on Hands and then just sort of collapse.
Okay. Well, if I'm not mistaken, we're gonna have the bird thing back here any second now, right?
Well, in approximately 36 seconds at this
Okay.
point.
I'll do a quick cure wounds on myself because now I'm just gonna do it at
no,
first
okay.
level, and then I'm
Sounds good.
gonna say, are we fighting it, or are we convincing the rider to make it go away?
Well, the rider's not going to be doing much of anything right now.
Is he?
He's a little
he alive?
insane. Yeah, he
alive.
failed his sanity check, so his eyes are
Yeah, you
void.
see,
Oh,
eyes
yeah,
are
yeah.
black. He's slack jawed. A little drool coming out.
He's probably fine.
Not yet.
All right. If you're not doing anything,
I will rejoin to the rest of the group and say 2 options here. We either kill this wyvern thing, or we get him on the back of the horse. I'd like to interrogate him to no potential ambush positions, and we just go
Put him on Bernie.
for time we have left. I agree. I don't think Seisha's in any condition to fight.
No, let's go.
Okay.
Cujo Titan, put the man on the horse.
So that could be pretty early on, and you guys flee. We can say there is 6 rounds of fleeing, or we'll say 5 rounds because it took 1 round to get on that. So 5 rounds of fleeing, which we'll say moving at 30 feet, which is the slowest person. Double movement, 60 feet. That gets you roughly 300 feet away from this endeavor, which for a wyvern may or may not be
Around.
far enough.
Well, I'll be definitely keeping an eye when I know that minute's about to be up. I'll keep an eye out for it to see what it does when it reappears. Doesn't have a rider, nobody's around.
Yeah. Okay, so it will reappear back on the spot where it left. As it does, you see it look around. And Orkira, you're just your passive. You can see it as it just like kind of flaps and flutters around looking, and will take off heading heading west to where you are, heading towards where you can kind of see mountain peaks in the distance.
Okay, good.
V, would you get my sword and shield?
Okay.
I don't want to carry him right now.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can hold them for you. V goes to get it.
I want to help Seisha, but I feel like at this moment, actually, this is what Orkira will say. I don't know if there's anything else I can do to help Seisha. We need to make sure that this wasn't an ambush to make that happen to her.
It wasn't. The orc, upon landing and upon seeing her, ordered a full retreat. This was not their intent. Something else triggered this.
A retreat because they knew what.
I saw the fear in him, even from that distance.
Didn't one of them do something right before I turned, Dustin?
He threw the object, or he crushed the fetish that
cast
started
darkness.
darkness.
Okay, that was the only thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe somehow the darkness spell did this. Maybe when choosing pure darkness, somehow it triggers
Seems as logical to me as anything else.
this.
Seisha. Sorry, go ahead.
While this conversation is happening, I will go over and examine the orc and see what condition he is in.
Yeah, I'll do that with you.
All right, make a medicine check.
Okay.
And Goblin, just so you know, you no longer have true sight.
Yeah.
I'll give you advantage, Orkira,
Okay.
because I got nothing for Seisha's thing right now.
22 on medicine.
This orc is literally hanging on by a thread of his life.
Don't.
And is they had gone black eyes and slack jawed. Has that passed, or are they still kind of in the throes of?
It is. They are still in the throes of whatever this is. They are unmoved. They are paralyzed.
Oof.
Okay.
We can wait it out. It doesn't last forever, Orkira.
Okay, that's good to know, because I don't know how much I can do for him, but let's just keep an eye and just give it a minute or two. See what happens.
Don't waste your magic.
There's magic that's coming. I have questions, even just to confirm that they didn't know anything about this.
Seisha, I know it's still fresh, but what was the last thing you remember feeling before this happened?
Just being ready to fight. I was planning to ride to the left and invoke my radiant form and try to fly up to help Orkira, and then everything went dark. And I thought, well, I can still go to the left, and then I just felt this comfort in suddenly knowing exactly what I needed to do.
No visions, no
No,
indication.
Just when it was being cleansed from me, he spoke to me. And he said, I see you, and you are mine.
Well, that's simply not true, because you're ours.
I'm so sorry, Harold.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm just worried about you.
Did anyone else see anything before this happened?
I was pretty focused on the wyvern.
Yeah, me too.
I
I was
understand.
trying to talk to them.
I understand.
Vinley hugs Seisha.
I'm so scared.
And Seisha,
Hey, hug Seisha too.
as your hands are in your hands, and Vinley comes up, you know Vinley is there. You know Vinley comes up to your right side even though your eyes are closed. And you now have blind sight of 10 feet.
It's just me. It's just me.
Even
It's
when
okay.
your
I
eyes
knew
are
it
closed.
was. I knew it was.
Okay. Is that a problem?
It's like I knew it was Venley, and it's like I could see her, but I couldn't see anything, but I knew it was her, and I knew she was coming up. Not in a normal way. Like,
It's okay.
It's not okay. This is so far from okay.
Orca is gonna walk on over and kneel in front of Seisha. You're right, it's not okay. It's never okay when someone decides to change you without your permission. But you know what? As much as it sucks, you're still you. No matter what this thing does, no matter what it tries to do, no matter what it says, no matter how it changes you, we love you. That's all that matters.
I love you guys too.
It doesn't matter how it tries to change you because you will still be you. Okay?
I want my dad.
I'm gonna look back over at this orc. Has it stopped being paralyzed yet?
As you look over, you can see it start to stir.
I'll walk over to it too.
And come
I give Seisha one more hug and then I walk over with Voss.
Cujo and Titan are holding his weapons.
As he comes to, I'm gonna look over at Voss. I'm gonna say, I was gonna cast a zone of truth, but I know you don't like that.
Go ahead and do it.
Okay. And as this orc comes back to being able to talk, I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth. I'll position it so that it's not hitting everybody else, but it's gonna hit Voss and I. It's a charisma saving throw DC 19.
And Bernie, it's gonna hit Bernie.
Yeah, I want to hear all the truth from Bernie.
Oh shit, he knows things.
Give me all that horse truth.
Bernie's actually the harbinger.
Yeah.
I like apples.
It's the horse god. It was the horse god all along.
I'm kind of hoping that by catching this person as they're still coming to consciousness, that they won't have enough time to react.
It is charisma or wisdom?
It's a charisma saving throw DC 19.
And we'll fail with a 15.
Perfect.
Ooh. And as it stirs, kind of like on the back, kind of like leaning up and kind of looking around, assessing the situation, kind of looking up into the sky.
I will say in Orcish, if you value your very soul, stay where you are and answer what we ask you.
I think that's when he notices Cujo and Titan flanking him.
And I'll look over at Voss and quietly say, he can only say the truth right now.
I nod. I say back to Akira, I don't know if he knows common. So, if he doesn't, I'll be an interpreter for this session.
And you can see that there is a stoicness to this orc. Have y'all stopped? Or are y'all still moving?
Oh, we've stopped.
I stopped at this point. Yeah.
Will at least maneuver himself to not be just splayed out belly, on his belly on the horse.
We would have taken him off Bernie.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
So
he's
He's like
up.
seated somewhere.
Yeah.
Tied up.
We're looming over him, flanked
it.
by two undead, would be my guess.
We'll just look around. We'll look up. In Orcish, we'll say, I speak common, but the orc tongue is more fluent for me. But I understand what your brethren are saying.
I turn to Akira and I say, ask you have first.
You saw what happened to our friend. Did you know that was going to happen?
No.
Who told you where we were going to be? You came prepared.
Blood Maul's always prepared.
Are you just robbing us?
Yes.
How many ambush points do you have between here and the upcoming town? What was it? Uluvin? Uluvin.
No more. This was only the one on this side of hills.
Voss, feeling he's exhausted his questions, turns to Akira and whispers, "We end him here, or let him go."
You gonna follow us if we leave?
There is no strategy in following you.
You gonna give us any problems if we come back through?
If it is strategically planned for your execution, then yes. But I do not foresee that being the case.
Neither do I.
Have you been up in the Star Mounts recently?
No.
Have you heard of the Bedrock Clan?
Since we got you here.
No.
Okay, just checking.
When he says no, is it just kind of statement of fact, or is there any emotion behind it?
Recognition.
Yeah, well, either recognition or like, oh shit, I don't go there.
It's definitely for Star Mounts. It's an oh shit. It's definitely an I don't go there. You're not sure if it's because of the Star Mounts or if it's other reasons.
Yeah, but I just wanted to. This is helping my next couple of questions. You're avoiding it?
We do not enter forest.
Why?
Because forest is protected.
And he's talking about the forest that we know the Mistmasters in, right?
You're talking about the High Forest.
The High Forest? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is not strategic to enter forest.
You know what also is not strategic? Attacking a bunch of people who have a dragon on their side. Next time you see us, and next time you see other people on this road, just remember that a dragon is watching, okay?
At time, looked equal.
Well, you've been proven wrong, eh?
Look, we're not aware that you had abomination upon you.
I was not aware that you knew what that was.
Apparently, you were both mistaken.
Have you ever heard of the Elder Eye?
No. This name does not ring true to my ears.
Count yourself lucky.
I think we've exhausted what we need to ask this man.
I think so too.
Let's keep moving then.
Sorry, go ahead.
We're just letting him live.
Yes,
let him carry word back.
Let him carry word back that you don't attack people on these roads anymore. It's not strategic.
I will walk up to Vinley and say very quietly, I don't care if other people hear this, but it's just like, committing an act of murder in cold blood may trigger something. Right now, we need to tread carefully with everything we do.
Well, we don't want people to know that we're here.
I'd rather take that chance than a recurrence at moment. Just this once. Please.
Okay.
Orkira is going to keep locked eyes on the orc, although I'm sure she hears all of this.
I'm not trying to hide that. Just
Did we hear any of that exchange?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said he wasn't trying to be quiet, so yeah.
No.
He's just noticeably surprised.
Well?
Well, what?
Do you plan? We're done with you. We're telling you to leave.
You have me bound. Release
Oh.
me.
That's not our problem. Let's go.
I didn't know he was bound. I will claws out, untie him.
And he'll shakingly stand up. There's definitely a limp to it, as he will look to you, still under the effects of Zone of Truth. I hope I never see you again. And he'll whistle as he begins to hobble, and in the distance you see a winged creature.
Stay away from the road and you never will.
And you watch as the wyvern lands and kind of nuzzles up against him as he comes up, putting his hand on it, and will swing up and will take flight and fly the same direction the wyvern went, heading towards the taller hilly mountains off in the distance that you can see. And with that, as you watch him disappear into the horizon, the sun has fully set. You find a suitable place to camp, and that is where we're going to take our break.
Awesome.
Thank you all so much for joining us for this first half. We will be back in about 20 minutes. If you have not done so already, please enter #Beyond, #Eldritch into the chat for your chance to win an Eldritch Foundry miniature. Also, don't forget to check out Mage Hand Press's Kickstarter at bit.ly/D4Spire, as well as the Eldritch Foundry Kickstarter starting on Tuesday. We will be back soon.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order, since you so rudely barged into my tower. Oh, and you didn't even bother to wipe your feet. My name is Valda. No relation to that other immortal lich. Nope, don't interrupt. Don't they teach you manners at adventuring school? Oh. The quality of heroes these days has severely plummeted. You know, when someone names a place Mount Hell, or Tomb of Doom, or Spire of Secrets, it means keep out, no solicitors. But you adventuring types keep showing up anyway. No need for that. You heroes, you're so predictable. If we fight and I kill you, you'll just be resurrected a few days later. Instead, I think I'll turn you into stone like the others. You know, I've started a little collection here. My own museum of marble heroes. Take a look around. You know, I've got them organized by class and fatal ambition. A little organization system I've come up with in my spare time. Yeah! Welcome to my spire, heroes.
Valda's Spire of Secrets is a radical expansion for D&D 5th edition that works with every game and every campaign setting. Discover new ways to play using 10 new base classes, including the Alchemist, the Witch, the War Mage, and the Necromancer. Comb through over 150 subclasses and dozens of feats, and fill your spellbook with over 130 new spells. Rediscover why you love 5e so much with Valda's Spire of Secrets, available now on Kickstarter.
And we're back. Welcome back. So get some music up in
We're so
here.
professional.
Why?
Absolutely. The most
We
professional.
supply the beautiful music.
Super
Yeah. Thank you all so much for joining us for the second half of tonight's episode of D4. The first half was filled with a little bit of heavy talk between Voss and Harold, a heartwarming talk with Vinley and Gomin, and a little bit of travel and ascending to Davil to bring Blaven and himself for dire discussion in Uluvin from Voss, and an orc, ambush that didn't really turn out as planned, as Seisha lost control and turned into some aberrant version of herself. The orc riding a wyvern was captured and questioned and just seemed to be an orc tribe, not really connected to anything in particular, as he was released back to warn the tribe to leave them alone. And you have found camp and are setting up camp at a suitable place, kind of against a hill where you can the vantage points to look over around as you so wish. But the evening is yours. What do you do?
I think first off, after we've gotten settled in, I think Vinley starts bringing out her like brass brazier and all of her incense and setting it up in not a private place, but like a little further away, still in eyesight, but wants to call out to Seisha. Seisha, hey, do you want to help me bring Savard back?
I don't know how I could.
Just being there helps. Come on, I'll show you how to do it.
Okay.
Perhaps you can learn how to make one of your own.
I think I've learned enough new things for a little while.
That's fair. And she'll prick her finger, run it along the edge, like the lip, almost like she's doing cup music, the wine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it's called.
Making crystals sing.
Yeah. And then she continues doing that, and she drops in the incense, lights it on fire, and then it starts to resonate, and the sound kind of morphs into the small, soft flapping of wings. And then Savard comes out and lands on Seisha's shoulder. Oh, it appears he likes me, or likes you more than me at this current time.
I don't know that it's like so much as recognizes needs comfort.
That could be it.
There's something I want to try. But to try it, I have to go to the bad place.
Is that something you want right now?
I've got to do something. I can't let that happen again.
I understand. But sometimes the best thing to do is take a second and rest.
Resting won't change anything.
That's true. We could go get Okira and everyone else, and we could try.
Yeah, this isn't something that I think I could handle on my own. And I wouldn't want just one person there in case things go bad.
Hey, it's happened to me a bunch of times, and we're still here. And it's happened to you a bunch of times, and, well, we're still here.
Yeah. I guess we should talk to everybody.
Yes, let's.
She kind of reaches up and nudges Savard onto her hand. He is beautiful.
Thank you. I made some changes. He now has an iridescent coating on his wings.
You can see the skull motif shimmers ever so slightly as the wings reflect off the firelight.
It suits you both.
Thank you.
And she kind of releases him from her hand toward Venli.
And she'll catch him and put him up in her hair. All right.
Let's go gather everybody for dinner. We can talk about it over dinner.
Sounds wonderful.
And Seisha will pull out the bag of bounty and make a dinner for everybody. So let's see.
Let's see what comes out of the bag of bounty.
She's thrown off. It's a modest meal.
You
Or
know,
no, it's a poor meal. Tonight's a poor meal.
So
It was a 6.
Fitting.
bread and just broth. That's it.
Seisha's will taste like literally the best broth she's ever tasted in her life. And the bread is like from a very certain steak restaurant with horns that are big.
Ooh, it's good. That's good bread.
And it tastes like the butter has been melted into it evenly, which is rare.
Yeah, yeah.
Meanwhile, Harold's like, "That's pretty good."
Sorry, I know this isn't my best.
It's okay. Hey, we've had a crazy day, and considering when we first met, you had a similar situation. I know how much that hurts you. So,
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to be honest. Something simple right now is kind of comforting.
yeah. And when you dip it in the broth, it's not as tough.
Dry.
It's both those things.
There's something I want to do tonight, but I need you guys with me when I do it. I need to go see my solar.
Oh,
What does that entail exactly?
Going to the bad place.
Okay.
okay.
I have an idea, and it may work, it may not, but we know how to knock me out of this. And you can tie me up so that I can't attack anybody before I go in, because that won't interfere. I've already had something like wings today, so I can't do that again till I've rested. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad time to do it.
Why do you need to go see your solar?
Because I had an idea about something that may help him, which would in turn help me break this thing's grasp on us.
I turn to the rest of the group before I say anything else.
Yeah. How can we help, and what do you think you need to do to help your solar?
Yeah, we're here for you. Whatever you need.
Yeah.
I'm planning to try. Actually, let me not say beforehand.
Okay.
Just in case.
Well, we'll stand by and be ready to do things.
Well, yes, we'll stand by. Also, let's see if we can do a few things in advance to maybe help.
Yeah. What do you need?
Well, if you don't want to say what you're gonna do, can you at least give me an idea of how you think you're gonna do it, and maybe I can help?
Well, we could do augury.
I could do augury. It's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, maybe that, or if there's like a certain thing you're gonna use, are you gonna try to? Would it be helpful for you to be able to talk really well? Would it be helpful if you were really like extra special wise? I mean, I know you're already pretty wise, but because I can enhance one of your abilities if that'll help.
Charisma. Or I wouldn't say charisma. My presence. If you could enhance my presence, that might be good.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna hold off on casting it just yet because that's concentration. So I'm gonna go. Okay, yeah. We can do that. I'll have a couple things prepared on hand to try to bump you out of it. Is there anything else we can prep before you do this?
I'll give you some inspiring words at the time.
That would be helpful.
I have an idea that might come off harsh, might be mildly insulting.
What is it?
I could attempt to banish you and you could tell us what you see. Because I know where I send things, and if you go somewhere else, it means something very different.
Yeah. Yeah, it would.
I wouldn't hold it the whole time, just in case.
Do you want to try that first?
What? Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going off of what I think I've seen so far. Is that you banish something that's from this plane, it comes back in like a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
But you banish something not from this plane, and then it doesn't come back, right?
You have to concentrate on the spell for a certain amount of time to make sure it doesn't come back.
Roughly a minute.
You can break the spell early and it will pull it back.
Okay, gotcha.
And we'll know. So you can tell when you banish something whether it's from this plane or another plane. So you don't have to wait the full minute.
I mean, Orkira did banish me recently when we fought but that was before all this, so I don't know.
And it was only a day or two ago.
Yeah, I don't think you've changed that much.
I forgot about that.
I would beg to differ.
A lot can happen in a day.
Did you see the things coming out of me?
Yeah, I saw it all happen. I'm the only one that saw it. I'm gonna have nightmares for weeks.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm just saying. I definitely saw.
He has a point. I am pretty glad I didn't super see.
The fact of the matter is, we're gonna get this taken care of. In all seriousness, everything's gonna get taken care of. I say if you want to try the banishing thing, we can. Doesn't hurt anything.
It was just a suggestion because I forgot that Orkira had banished her.
Well,
I don't think it's a bad idea.
I agree that I don't think it's a bad idea. I would suggest waiting on the banishment a little bit because
when I come back from doing this, I think I'm going to be kind of weak.
Well,
that's why I suggest doing it before.
Well, the reason I'm a little worried about doing it one way after another is because if Finley does this, either option are actually kind of bad. Either you get sent to the place that says you are not from this plane of existence, in which case it's going to be bad,
right.
Or you get sent to the place that says that you are from this plane of existence, in which case you're incapacitated, which right now, I don't know if you being incapacitated is a good idea.
It would only be for about 20 seconds.
That's true.
And if you tie me up, would that make you feel more comfortable?
The ropes would fall off of you.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Also, I'm not worried about us in this case. I'm worried about you. I'm worried about you being incapacitated.
I can do this.
Okay. I mean,
I need answers.
I trust you. I'm just worried. But
I need answers.
Okay.
All right.
I turn to Viomiliana and I say, well, this is going on. You and I need to set up a perimeter around this place.
Okay.
We all need to make sure we're not being watched currently, and that if anything attempts to interfere, we'll know immediately. Also, I go to the bag of holding Vinley has and pull out the chains attached to the meat hook. Ropes won't be enough. And I set that down on the ground.
You have to ask before you dig through a lady's purse.
I bought that.
The bag?
The chains.
Dang.
Well, it was in my bag.
I turn to Station and I say, I can't help you with this. Beyond what I can do here.
You are.
Have at it then. And I'll scout around the perimeter as well as set up small traps around the area, bear traps, whatnot, on places where predators may move through or people, and just keep an eye and watch on everything, because you're going to need Okira, Venley, and Harold there, because magic people can pull her out a bit better.
After you cast it, count to 10, and then bring me back.
Of course, that'll be sufficient time for you to get your bearings and wherever you are.
Right.
Hopefully it's something safe.
Yeah.
I'm
sure it will be horrific and dark and right up Venley's alley.
It's incredibly hurtful. All right. And she's going to move up to you and start casting. And as she finishes casting, she's going to grab your face and kiss you on the forehead and say, Vithel, as she disappears.
So you disappear from sight. And you appear incapacitated. Vinley, describe what your demiplane looks like.
So the small demiplane that she sends things when they are from the plane of origin is an enormous library. You're not traditionally incapacitated. You are just overwhelmed by the amount of rows and rows and rows of books. They're stacked high to a ceiling that you can't quite see. And there are perches to sit, and it's very lovely. And warm.
Why has she never banished me before?
And as you follow the books up and into the non-existent ceiling, they disappear into darkness. And as you look up, it's when you see them. Dozens and dozens of eyes looking down at you.
Okay, 10. She reappears in my hands. Are you okay? What did you see?
I was in a library.
Oh.
Books everywhere.
Good. That's the good answer.
And
yes. Sweet.
And then I looked at the ceiling.
Awesome.
Ceiling?
There wasn't one.
Good.
There were just eyes staring down at me.
Oh.
That's not part of it.
But,
oh.
Okay.
Oh, eyes are never good.
Eyes are never good, but...
I know that as a non-magic user.
No, you're right. You're right. Eyes in places that they shouldn't be are never good, but you are still from this plane of existence.
Yes. Yeah. So
And-
that's good. That was useful. That's information. That's useful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, let's be careful about banishing you again, because apparently the eyes can follow you there.
I don't think they're following her there. I think you caught a glimpse of what is seeing you.
I did.
I think I just removed a part of the veil that was covering them. Remember that necklace we took from that orc? One of our first outings.
In the sewer?
Yes, the necklace that we were all like, oh, that's weird. I identified it and it had an eye looking at me, and we were like, oh, well, whatever. We'll just leave it under the couch. that was a focus for being able to spy upon people. What if you have an object in your possession that's allowing the same thing?
Oh. Interesting.
There's only one object that I can think of
Yes.
that you don't have since you were a child.
I guess I have my question for it tonight.
It's a good question.
Yeah. All right. Chains.
Chain time. Awesome.
This
I'll
is
go-
normal. People normally chain their friends up.
And what about
Yeah.
many people being chained?
It really depends on where you are and what you're doing.
And a lot of consent.
Yes, a lot of that.
I'll be the one to wrap her up in this. And at the point of break where you need to put a lock or anything like that, I use the unbreakable arrow that I've been carrying on me for a while to set that.
Okay.
So she'd have to break the chains in order to get out.
Thank you, Bus.
Boss just nods but says nothing.
Yeah, when that's all done, I will cast. I'll come up and put a hand on top of her head, and you just feel a nice gentle warmth down the back of your head and down your spine. And I will cast Enhance Ability, and it will be Eagle Splendor because that's what gives you advantage on Charisma saving throws. And so, the most serious you've ever seen her, or Carol, she puts her hand on your head, you feel this warmth, she looks into your eyes, and she says, "Caca." There you go.
I love you, Orkira.
I love you too.
And that's how much? A plus 2?
So
I think it's advantage.
Oh, it's
the target
advantage?
has advantage on charisma checks, and it's for the next hour.
Okay.
Or until I lose concentration.
Is it checks and saving throws or just checks?
It's just checks.
That is good for me in case something bad goes around.
Yeah, I was wondering about doing bless instead for the saving throws, but I feel like
It's wisdom saves typically, and I'm good at those. So.
Well, and also there may be times where you want to fail
Yeah.
that. I'm not
Yeah.
sure, but this, like, I feel like this will help if there's something you want to actually do. Okay, I'll be keeping an eye. Well, I'll be keeping an eye, obviously. And
That's a bad phrase.
yeah, I know, but I didn't
We
realize
will
until after I
remain
said it.
vigilant.
See, that's not much better. He's all about perception.
Well, so am I, and so are you. So guess what? There's 2 of us, and there's only 1 of them. I can't do the big thing anymore. But if we think things are going bad, or if you can tell us if things are going bad, we'll see what we can do.
I can cast on myself if I need to. I think I took that spell today, the lesser one. So worst case, hopefully I'll have enough clarity of mind to cast it on myself.
Yes.
We've got your back regardless.
Okay.
We'll make sure you're okay.
Thanks, guys.
So is she disarmed and tied up?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chained up, yeah.
Cool.
Harold, any last words of wisdom?
Well, what can I say except if our enemy is a giant eye, then every part of him's a weak spot. I'll give you bardic inspiration.
That's good.
V's like deep in thought now. Like, I guess I mean text, maybe.
Yeah,
Like,
makes sense.
thinking,
Oh,
why
right
didn't
in
I
my
just
mini
hit-
eyes.
In the back of her head, she's like, why didn't I think to just hit them?
Okay.
Seisha closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and relaxes, and delves into what she felt like the day this started, when she was in that room and was rendered unconscious by the abomination they were fighting. She takes another deep breath and lets herself sink into the fight on the docks. She doesn't clearly remember what happened, but she knows that she killed 5 innocents that day. So she tries to return to that moment where she willingly channeled this darkness within her. And she sees herself in her mind with a shaking hand reaching out to a door with black ebony wood and a black handle made of iron in a French hook style. And she reaches out and places her hand on it and pulls it down and opens the door.
As you open the door, you all see Seisha open her eyes, and they are black.
Oh.
And Seisha, as the door opens, you once again find yourself in an empty void. And again, it feels like you are underwater. The light from above, far too away and too distorted to make anything discernible out. The sound around you is muted and distorted, like trying to recall a dream that is still happening. The muffled sounds of your friends, like distorted whispers you can hear through a wall, now fading further and further away. The darkness slowly takes hold. Tendrils stretch up and out from the darkness as they shoot out towards you, piercing you dozens of times, leaving you hanging in the void like a fly trapped in a spider web, much like you're bound in the physical realm. As you follow those tendrils up from the void, you see 100 shimmering eyes in the darkness like a predator's gleaming irises in the night. You soon see they all emanate from the palms of 100 hands that stretch out from each other like distorted flesh-bound feathers on your Solar's wings. Tendrils lurking in the darkness seem to spread out from the bottom of the former divine being. It looks to you almost piercing your soul as you feel it in your mind, despite the top half of its head fading into nothing more than aberrant tentacles rising in smoke. A silver shimmer shines on its teeth through the black bile that now pools and drips from its mouth. What do you do?
I'm going to try to move forward towards it.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Maybe you should use that inspiration just in case. Or should we save it?
I'm saving it.
You,
I've been real hit or miss with the rolls tonight.
you push out against these bonds that bind you together, these tendrils piercing through your body multiple times as you slide forward up them. You all watch as Seisha clenches her body. You see blood start to leak out from her armor. You're going to take 5 points of piercing damage.
Got it.
Will actually be psychic damage, but as you continue to move up closer and closer up these tendrils, you are pulled taut as your arms extend out, held in twain. As it just looks at you.
You can still fight. You can still fight. Neither of us are lost yet. And did you say her hands were gripped?
Yeah, kind of like bound, like one tendril is shooting through it and the other one is kind of over here as you were just literally like splayed out.
I want to try to wrest my hands free.
Okay. As you do that, go ahead and give me a strength saving throw.
Okay.
And as you call out to your Seraph, your Solar, you hear this just echo coming from all over. He sees all. We are his.
24 on the strength check, or on the strength save, rather.
Hold on. Sorry. I changed my speakers, not my microphone. Sorry about that.
Oh.
As you do, you rip and you don't slide it out, but you actually tear from the center out. Here, splits.
I'm not muted, sorry.
You're going to take 7 psychic damage, and you all watch as Seisha's hand splits on each side here as blood pours down.
Could I cure wounds?
Sure,
because that's fucked up.
Yep.
I love your reason. Not because she's hurt, because that's fucked up.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Wineapple.
Just wrong. Okay.
It's just not right. It's not okay.
But hey, 5.
Woohoo! That healed my hands.
Yeah. I was like, no, she's too pretty.
Yeah.
Come on.
Your physical form heals. Your current form that you are is not. As you lay, you watch as your hand, now separated halfway, begins to move, and you actually watch as your fingers begin to elongate and almost turn into tendrils. As it just splits and separates, you almost see another hand beginning to form out of where your thumb is on each side as you reach out and bringing your hands free.
She is going to move close enough to him that she can clasp his face.
Okay, I need another wisdom save from you to move forward again.
29.
Iconic.
You're going to take 8 psychic damage as you slide up more, moving up these, literally moving up his tendrils and tentacles that come out the bottom of half of him as you move up right in front of him. You all watch as blood just pours out of the armor underneath Seisha.
I didn't mean
like a
to.
waterfall.
She reaches up.
Oh my god.
Go ahead, sorry.
You cannot stop this. We are one.
Bet you didn't see this coming. And she reaches out and slaps her hands on each side of his face. And I would like to summon every ounce of divine power I have. My lay on hands, all of my spells, my channel divinity, all of it. And collect that energy within myself and channel it in a raw energy, I guess it would be radiant form, into my hands and into his face to try to basically pour my strength into him.
Okay. As you do, you bring forth this energy, you slam it on, you all watch as Seisha begins to glow in this golden aura. And as you dump everything that you have in your being into your solar, No! As you watch as the radiant energy washes over him, peeling back the layers of corruption and tendrils, where you see for the first time in a long time their face, or what is of their face. You can see, instead of tentacles and tendrils, the mist and smoke that was the upper half of their body, their chin and lower form pushing out of that. You can see just the tiniest bit of their wings pushing free of this mass of flesh and sinew. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw at advantage.
Nice.
Let's go.
Ooh, that's a 22.
Oh my god. Slap a bardic on that. Just
yeah, I'm gonna slap a
case.
bardic inspiration on there. That's what, a D8?
Uh-huh.
I feel like this is a good time to do that. Plus 6.
Oh my god, a 28.
Okay. You feel yourself connect with your actual solar, a piece of you, a thread that was once a tendril connecting him, you now see as a golden thread that comes from your heart and goes to its. And you see the pain on his face as they grit back. I can hold it for now. Not sure how long. Thank you. Not permanent. We have control.
We're going to fight this together.
And with that thread, you watch as there is this energy that is fighting back this tendril corruption as they are in an intertwined battle, moving ever so up your solar. But it is moving up very slowly.
Yeah.
But you now have gained control of this ability. You now can control when you use this pact that has corrupted your solar. And in the blink of an eye, you are no longer in this void. You are among your friends. As you all watch in that blink, Seisha's eyes go from black to the golden aura that they are. The golden hue of radiance that radiated from her diminishes and dwindles down.
Are you okay? Is everything good?
You no longer sense things around you.
Everything's great.
Is
Ow.
oh
Ow?
Yeah, let's get these chains off. Yep. Let's take a look at everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And everything. Yeah.
And as the chains come off, Seisha, you can barely stand.
It worked.
You have a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
It worked?
What'd you do?
My solar, he's been corrupted for a long time. And I went to see him and gave him all the strength I had. And it worked. He fought free from it a little bit. I feel like He's stronger. And I'm stronger. I can touch those powers without falling to them.
So no more black eye inky stuff?
I don't know. I don't think so.
What corrupted him? How did he become corrupted?
The Elder Eye.
Oh, right.
And it's fixed. We're just like that.
Oh, he's gonna hold on as long as he can. But that's an answer.
It's a step in the right direction.
Yes.
Can I make an Arcana check? I don't want to nitpick at Seisha's happiness, but something about that isn't ringing right in Vinley's ears from a pure logical, magical perspective. 22.
You're not sure the specifics of it. It's very divine in nature. And it's a form of magic you're still coming to understand. But one thing you do understand is that whatever this is, it is not a permanent fix. It is but a temporary hold.
Band-aid on a dagger wound.
Band-aid on a bleeding dagger wound.
It's progress.
Step in the right direction.
It's hope.
You know what's up.
It worked. You had a plan and it worked.
Oh, the Elder Eye is gonna be so pissed. Oh, talk about turning your day around.
Good way to end a day.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we get you into bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, staying up to do any watches for you tonight, okay?
Okay.
You just get full sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep sounds good.
It does sound good. Let's get everything back together and do that.
Thank you all.
Yes.
This is the best I've felt in a long time.
Well, you know what? It's a step. Tomorrow we'll take another. The next day we'll take another. We'll
And
get there.
even if there's a backtrack, I know the path forward. Agma is strong.
And so are you. I'm gonna help tuck Seisha into her bedroll, and even though I know it's only gonna last for 10 minutes, as I'm helping her get comfy, I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good.
Okay.
Let's just make sure that you do have a full night's sleep, okay? I kind of pat her cheek a little bit as I do it.
She reaches up and just kind of presses Orkira's hand to her cheek.
Thank you.
And Orkira tucks you into your bedroll. That warmth, that fire, like a warm hug washes over you. And it is within moments that Seisha is sound asleep.
Oh, before I actually fall asleep, I wanted to ask the stone a question if I can.
You are...
Or am I burnt?
Asleep.
I'm toast. Got it.
Gone. Yep. Just the pure expenditure of everything that you have within you has just completely dropped you. And you can even have that thought in the back of your mind where you think you say it out loud.
Yeah.
But you are already dreaming.
Yeah.
The rest of you are left standing over Seisha.
Well, I'll take first watch.
I'll take the second.
I'll take I guess the last one.
I'll do the last again, like I have been, just to be ready in case she doesn't have a good night.
We have uneven people this time, so I'll take first and see if I can extend into second.
Oh, if I can do it by myself, I have 2 other companions, and now I have Savard back, so technically there's 4 creatures taking watch when I'm taking watch.
If you feel like that's fine.
Are you going to be able to do the tiny hut?
Not until second watch, but if you all gather, I'll be able to put it over you while you sleep.
The perimeter is at least secured from what we were doing earlier. That should be fine.
Perfect.
Set up watch and you all lay down. Harold. You find it's hard to fall asleep from the nightmare vision of what Seisha did earlier in today to the thoughts of what lies ahead. You seem restless. You toss and turn, unable to fully get comfortable. Eventually, though, exhaustion from the day of marching under the summer sun and the fight, sleep does eventually take hold and wrestles you into slumber. The sleep you find, though, isn't any better. As you find yourself on the streets of Waterdeep in the North Ward, you're running past a familiar alleyway, but the manor is condemned, and none of the shops you know have truly taken hold, at least not in the way that you recognize them. You aren't sure why, but you are running. You're not sure why you're running at first, but you can feel your heart racing. You can feel the adrenaline pumping through your body, and that is when you hear the whistles of the watch hot on your heels. Clutched in your hands are a few coin purses you pilfered and a few other coins you conned off passerbys with your street corner games of chance. You look back and you see them rounding the corner, but thankfully the sun is getting low and directly shining in their eyes, giving you the advantage you need to lose them. And as your head turns back to look where you are going, you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror, and you are 10 years old again. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna take off running for sure. Just try to get away from them as quickly as I can.
All right. I'm going to need you to roll initiative because you have just initiated a chase.
Ooh,
and I have just sent you young Oscar Cord stats.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And
baby
everyone
stats.
else
Oh, here we
so
go.
kind as to be the guards. I have just sent the stats to the thing.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, damn.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Okay, so let me roll my initiative for the young Oscar Cord, which is.
Ooh, I'm gonna use real dice for this.
Yeah, I'm gonna use real dice as well.
Oh, I don't have real dice within.
Oh
well.
All right, once you rolled, I'm gonna call it out.
Where's my initiative modifier on this guy?
It'll be your Dex mod.
Dex mod, got it.
Yep. All right. 25 to 20.
Hold up.
20 to 15.
19.
17.
All right.
Oh, overachiever guard over here.
Right.
All right. 15 to 10.
14.
Oh.
Oh, the twins.
So both 14s?
No, I got a 13.
13? 10 to 5?
I'm not playing Orkira right now, but I'm still rolling like crap on initiative. 9.
You are too old and 5 days away from retirement.
Yes. Yes.
And,
Too old for this shit.
Goblin, what'd you get?
3.
There it is. All right.
Miss that advantage.
There's that, you know, that one guard who
New
probably
on
should do a
top.
little more cardio in his
Oh,
training.
God. Oh, I'm coming. I think I got a cramp.
Surprisingly, that's the chief.
Yep. So, Oscar, you know that you have to succeed on 3 rounds in order to lose them.
Okay.
All right. So they are fast on your heels. One is a little bit like just Clint on your trail. Cadkins, what do you do? So you're chasing after this kid. He has taken, stolen, pickpocketed a bunch of stuff, and you're just booking after him.
I'm like, hey, good, stop.
All right, are you dashing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're dashing. We're
All
going
right.
real fast.
Go ahead and
we're
make-
gonna...
Yep.
Huh?
Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Okay. I picked these one. 11.
11. All right, yeah. So you take off running, and you're catching up. Their sun is right in your eye, though, as you're kind of like just seeing as you trying to keep this silhouette of this kid, no more than 10, 11 years old, as you're just getting ever so close. Oscar, you look back, and there is one of the guards hot on your tail. It's your turn. What are you doing?
I would like to take one of the bags of gold I've gotten and just hurl it at that guard's face.
As you do.
Can I have a dexterity check to catch it?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a dexterity check with the guard's dexterity.
Okay.
Wow.
I'll use this one. That's a 14.
So yeah, you catch it, but the bag opens up and gold coins just go everywhere.
Ah!
You watch as it kind of stumble a bit. So you just let go of that. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
I don't think I can do an action if I dash.
Not you. This is Oscar.
Oh, me? Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep running.
All right, you take off running, turning the corner. You don't dash, so you don't have to roll a d20. We're gonna move down to Logan Guard.
All right, so Logan Guard need some information. When was the last time we got paid? You know, am I tempted to just come in here and start, it's like maybe we split the difference.
I've decided my guard is actually trying to get a promotion, so that's why
I would
I'm
like to make
stab.
I would like to make a wisdom saving throw to resist just taking the gold that's on the ground.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love this.
The dirty cop.
Yeah.
The guard's in Waterdeep, man. I got a +0 on that, so I'm gonna just roll.
Not the wisest.
My guard's got a family to feed. He's gunning for that promotion. He's got
7.
this kid.
A 7. Oh, you stop for that gold.
Oh man, we gotta collect the evidence. Go on.
Collect the gold. I'll keep going.
That's it.
No.
All right.
We gotta return this to its rightful owner. I'm just
Oscar, you're taking one guard out of the mix. One guard is down. Rhea Guard, it's your turn.
My guard is secretly happy about this because then he's in the lead and he's, hopefully gonna catch the kid.
Yep.
My guard is secretly happy about this too.
My
We're all
guard's
gonna win.
going to. Could I make a perception check after I dash, or would I have to use an action to try and watch him?
You would have to. No, you can make one after you dash.
Okay, cool. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
I'm gonna dash and then
Right, roll a d20.
Oh god. Huh. Oh shit, that's an 18, motherfucker.
18. All right, yeah, no, you take off running, past the one guard, picking up the evidence and collecting that as you take back. You're a little bit behind the Cadkins guard as you continue running, but go ahead and make a perception check to see if you can see which way this kid ran.
9.
A 9. That sun is right in your eyes, and so you look, and it's just blaring sun. You're trying to hold your hand up. You can't really, you can kind of see the silhouette of him, but can't quite make out exactly where he is. You just know the general direction.
He went that way.
Lorengard.
Lorengard is too old for this shit, especially. Oh, 10-year-old kid. Oh, I remember when I was his age. I'm going to dash.
Okay. Roll a
but
d20.
It's mostly a hobble because I've decided to play off of Logan, and I'm too old for this. Oh God, I rolled a natural 20. Okay.
All right, nothing. Yeah, no hazards or anything. So you continue on.
Yeah, but
it's a slow, steady pace. Like you're pursuing. You're not like the young spry looking for the promotion, gonna catch this perp. You'll get
be
there.
Yep. When Catkin's guard loses track of him, I'll be there to.
Yep.
Be there to comfort and say you did a good job. It'll be fine.
Yep, you're definitely the veteran.
Hot twist. We all come from the same.
Young, skinny, fast kid takes off running. The veteran just casually walks. They'll be there when I'm there.
It's not like this is a serial killer or anything. It's just a kid. It'll be fine.
All right. That brings us to Goblin Guard.
I'm gonna keep chasing. I got a cramp. But I'm gonna keep chasing.
All right, you dashing?
I'm dashing.
All right, go ahead and give me a d20 roll.
Work through the pain.
You need to make a con save for Charlie Horse.
That's an 11.
11. All right, no complications as you continue on going. All right, that brings us to Cadkin's Guard. You are gaining on this kid as you're running. Yeah, you dash. Are you dashing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think
I'm trying to get so close so I could just pounce on this kid.
Yeah, you are so close. I mean, within probably 6 more seconds of running, you'll catch him. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Let's do it. Oh, that's a 9.
A 9.
Oh, no.
As you're running and going, there is this kind of from a rooftop. You see there is this large, like you see one of the Griffin riders kind of lands and takes off, not a part of this, but as they do, some rubble breaks from the edge of one of the buildings and crumbles down. I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Oh, dude. All right.
Could I add something to that?
Sure.
12?
I think my guard persona is also going for the same promotion, and she kind of gives like a signal to the dragon rider.
No,
or
you
the
did not.
Griffin rider.
I love it.
How dare you? I have a family.
12 is a fail.
No!
As you do, you go and you actually are hit by this by this debris that knocks you prone. You're gonna take
nice catch
9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, you're almost dead.
Hey, where are my hit points?
You have 11.
Yeah.
Young Oscar Cord. His first homicide.
At this point in time, my guard looks straight at Bindley's guard, and there's that that look, that intense look, and he's just like,
she just
he just like threatens him, with his eyes, like
as you just are hobbling yourself up, pushing this debris off of you. You just watch as Vinley guard just boom runs right past you. But Oscar, it's your turn. The guard that was literally about moments away from grabbing you, by some just sheer luck, you see as they are just get demolished by this debris from a rooftop. As you just turn a corner, what are you doing?
I'm going to look around for the biggest, most scary looking guy, and I'm going to run for him.
Okay.
And I'm going to run up to him and be like, there's some scary men trying to rob me from behind. Please, you have to help me.
Give me a
They're
persuasion
coming up
check.
now.
Or deception. Give me a charisma check of your choice.
Yeah, I'll do deception.
Are we in uniforms?
Yeah, but
100%.
like I wait, like I'm hoping you'll just swing as you're coming around the corner and be like, "Oh shit, they're guards."
Yep.
Hey, 19. Even as a kid, Harold's such a good
Absolutely.
liar.
Ooh.
And you watch as this big burly half orc kind of steps out. You can see he's got this like apron on, so one of the like a worker. You can see like little bits of like blood, so maybe a butcher or something along those lines. And like kind of looks over and goes, "Well, I'll protect you, kid."
Right, they're coming right around the corner.
Street.
They're coming right around the corner, so just don't think twice. Just swing at the first person that comes around the corner. Trust me, the gods will help you later as I keep running.
Got it. All right. That brings us to Rhaegar. I'm going to go ahead and automatically give you a complication because of this. That is an 18 to hit your armor class.
Yeah, that hits.
As you just round this corner, just boom, you were decked. You'll take 3 points of damage as you stagger back a bit.
Did you just assault an officer?
And you kind of hear
clothesline.
Just clothesline. Not gonna take from a kid and mama. Oh, it looks back. Oh, you little shit!
He starts running after the kid.
He didn't attack an officer. He knocked over a pig as he's running.
I think Rhaegar makes the split decision judgment that a pickpocket is less valuable than someone who is assaulting an officer and arrests that guy.
Oh, all right. And that takes Rhaegar out.
Yeah.
So that brings us to, Cadkin's guard is out, Logan guard and Rhaegar. So we have Lauren and Goblin left.
Quick question, how much gold did I get?
Hit points. I can still get this.
By this point, there's no way you'll be able to catch the kid. It's time to just pick up your pride and...
I bribed the Griffin Rider to let me on to him so I could fly over to Harold.
I was going to say, if it's my turn, the thing I was going to do is stop over...
Lauren's turn.
I was going to stop over Catkin's guard. I'm going to see the Griffin do this. I'm going to be like, oh, all right, hold on. And I'm going to start to write a note so that I could get the license plate on that guard that flew by, because they're going to need to be disciplined later. And I'm going to stop to make sure that Catkin's guard is okay.
All right, with that, Lauren guard's out. It's only Goblin guard taking chase.
Run through the pain. Hardcore.
Harold thinks at this point like he's done, and he kind of dusts it off. Like, yeah, all right. I toss up the gold and catch the bag. I look like, whoa, the big one's still there. How's the big one still there?
All right, go ahead and make me a D20 roll, Goblin.
Natty 20.
Wow. All right, there is this. This guard is he's after you. So, Harold, it's Oscar. It's your turn. What are you doing? There's one to beat, one left. You're coming around. You can see that there is kind of a darker alleyway to the right there. If you want to take a turn,
sure.
Use it. Let me roll to see where the sun is. Ooh, and the sun is on your turn. You will have advantage on whatever roll you do here because the sun is in the guard's eyes.
Okay, I am going to...
Paylor's on your side.
Thander.
Thander's on your side.
Let me see here. I'm going to run into an alleyway for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to... I don't have stealth. So
a dex check, if you wanted to hide, it would just be a straight dex roll. But
what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to let's do this. I'm going to run and get behind a door.
Okay.
Like inside, like I'm gonna open a door and then I'm gonna slide behind it. And I'm going to wait for the guard to come. I'm gonna make a deception roll to be like, please stop chasing people, like I didn't do anything wrong, and try to lure the guard inside so that I can then run out, shut the door, and
love it.
Back out.
Give me a deception check at advantage.
Thank you. I'm not used to doing physical dice. Oh, well, that's a good roll. Natural 20. Oh my gosh.
With that,
For a 24.
you watch as this guard comes running in. This is it. You got him. You got this, kid. You come inside. You look around. You're like, all right, kid. Into the line. When you hear a door shut and lock behind you as you turn around and you've just been had. And Oscar, you make your way.
Don't be upset that I made more than you've made in this week. And like,
Oh, you
half
little
hour.
shit!
Yeah. Well, don't worry. I think this is an outhouse. So if you need to take a little shit, you got plenty of time. And I'm gonna take off running.
And as you take off running, you've lost the guards. You make your way home. You come inside to a two-story townhome where you now call home. For this week, anyway. You see your mom and your dad trying on outfits. Very extravagant, flourishy, full of rhinestones and sparkles. As you come in and put your spoils on the table, they look down, look up, and smile at you. Your dad. That's my boy. Well. I have a treat for you.
Yeah?
You see, tomorrow night, we have been hired to work at a noble shindig in the North Ward for the Roaring Horns. Yes, it is sure to be a lucrative job. You'll be working the coats.
Okay, is it just a usual coat job? Just take everything I can, ask for tips. Okay.
Of course. When your mother and I will be working the crowd as magicians, the mundane variety, if you will. And, yes. So get your rest. Tomorrow's a busy day.
Do we want to not use the rose props this time? I know last time that kind of got weird.
Don't you worry about what props to use.
Okay.
You just do your thing, young Oscar. And your mom gives you a little tussle through the hair.
Okay. I'll get ready. Just you should know there was a little bit of heat when I got that stuff, so we probably don't want to be working those streets for a little bit.
See your dad kind of just... I see. How many times do I have to tell you? Be more careful.
They were smarting off to me. I didn't want to be teased.
It's all about the job in the end. It doesn't matter if you're teased. Use it to your advantage. Use it against them. Don't let them antagonize you. That's how you make mistakes. And when mistakes are made, that is how you get caught.
I know, and we don't ever get caught. I'll get everything ready for tonight. And he'll kind of trudge off to his room.
All right. And as you trudge off to your room, the scene shifts and moves. And you find yourself at a gala. Water-deep nobility at its finest. Fancy gowns, fancy dresses, suits, string quartet, your parents performing up-close magic. As you take the coats, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
Sure.
This is so heartbreaking.
Yeah. Are your parents Team Rocket?
Basically. I actually rolled an 8.
Okay. All right.
Did you ask?
Magician.
The night is eventful. You get quite a bit of stuff. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Young Harold is not very perceptive, just like older Harold. So that's wisdom, right?
Yep, be wisdom based.
7.
Okay. There's a moment where you've got a lot, and you want to just make eye contact with your parents, just to give them that no. And you scan the crowd and you look for them, and it takes a second, but you eventually do find them, but they're not paying you any attention. They're doing what they do, and they're talking to this noble, an elf. You see slick, like black hair, pencil thin goatee, just this finely cut, just red noble garments, as you see your parents just full on in it. Like, you just from that look, you just know whoever that is, they just got because your parents have that look of when they have them hook, line, and sinker, they have them hook, line, and sinker.
Harold will try to, like, very subtly, but not, he's a 10-year-old kid, so it's just like,
and don't even notice you. And as you bow your head, it flashes again. It's been 2 days since the big party. Your house has been nothing more than a party itself, filled with alcohol, drugs, extravagant food, and other hedonistic, pleasurable purchases of both items and Sune's blessed workers. All the while, you've been working the streets to fuel their bender. You've started to feel invisible in your own home. Like, it wouldn't matter if you were there or not, completely alone, unnoticed, insignificant, besides the coin you helped bring in through the trade you've learned from the two at the top of their game. Go ahead and make me a skill choice of your choice. Make me a skill check of your choice for the day, but at disadvantage.
Ooh. My deception check is a 6.
Your day ends, and these thoughts, as well as possibly the trade wards being more stingy with their money, as people are focused on their purchases and know they are closer to the seedy dock ward and are more mistrusting. You come back with but a few nibs. And as you walk through the door, empty-handed, head hung low, you go to toss your coat onto the door rack, but it thumps to the ground. It's then you look up and you see your home, or well, the home your parents conned to stay in, is completely empty. There's nothing. You call out, there's no answer. You go in and look. No parents, no furniture, nothing but a few empty wine bottles. And it's at this point that you hear the sounds of whistles blowing nearby. The watch, and they're coming this way. Your fight or flight feeling kicks in, and you take off through the back. Go ahead and make me a perception check with advantage.
Uh, 11. Not amazing.
It's enough. As you turn to flee, something catches your eye, a glint. You kneel down and see a false board loose. You quickly remove it and find a small pouch of rings left over from the gala. Your parents didn't know about them. You almost forgot you stashed them. You grab them and take off running and dart through the alleyways, moving through the streets. You spend the next few nights alone, on the streets, abandoned. But it is in this moment in your life when a fire is lit inside you. You're a cord, and your cord has not been cut yet. You need to find a fence. Make me an investigation check.
13.
It takes you some time, but you hear on the streets a place called Joaquin's Wares. It's there that you meet Morris Linta for the first time. You would become well known to him, as you will fence many things over the course of your time on the Waterdeep streets. Busking, conning people. Always find yourself back on the streets, no matter what. But you always find yourself stopping in front of New Ulm's Academy for Music and Other Arts. You tell yourself you will attend that college and you will become a bard. The best damn bard the City of Splendors has seen. And as you stare up at the school, make me a perception check.
$15.
You watch students moving to their classes, harps, lutes, viols, even drums on all of them. All the same, carbon copies of each other. No, you will be different. You will be the unexpected. Oscar Cord will be unique. You're not sure what it is yet, but you know at this moment, it'll be something no one has ever seen before. The scene moves and blurs. Years have passed. You're in your teens now. You almost have enough for tuition. Just one more good score. And you just so happen to have a card up your sleeve. Make an investigation check.
Five.
One of your last jobs, you heard about a casino that just opened up, brand new. And you know that's easy marks, as they're eager for business. So you head in there and you do what you do best. You deceive the table, bluff, reading people, counting cards. You're on a hot streak, just one more hand. I need you to make me any check you so wish to gamble with. Tell me what you're rolling and describe to me what it is Oscar does in this moment.
Sure. I will roll deception as Oscar fakes. He fakes fear as he's holding a fantastic hand. And that is a 23.
Oh, yeah. You have this. You have them right where you want them. They go all in. You call. Nothing could beat your hand. You lay down those cards. Wait, what? No, you had them dead to rights. How? You watch as in that moment you lose everything. Everything. There has to be some explanation. You were so close. Once again, you're gonna be alone. Broken in the streets. As the world begins to swirl, as this panic attack onsets, there's a voice that pulls you out of it, soothing and accented. Buonasera, Signor Cord. Please, may I have a moment of your time?
Yeah.
You follow this individual over to a booth, private, tucked away. As you sit down, server comes over and pours a glass of wine. Red. Pours one for the gentleman in front of you. His eyes look at you with warmth, but with understanding. How would you like to make a lot of money and have your wildest dreams come true?
Well, that sounds like one of those too good to be true sort of things.
I am very much in need of someone with your unique skill set.
What do you want me to do?
Many things. And forgive my rudeness. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the Rose, and I would like to hire you.
I've heard about you when I was a kid.
And as you look at this man, you see an elven gentleman with slick back black hair, wearing a suit of red, and a pencil-thin goatee. And it's at that moment that you snap awake. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
What?
Oh.
Oh, wow.
We will pick up in 2 weeks with the arrival of Uluvin and
And a
the
lot
possible
of business.
confrontation of Harold
Awesome.
and his two parents, as well as a meeting between Davil and Blaven.
Bruh.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Sure, it'll be great. It's gonna be great.
That sounds like a really fun, warm, happy reunion.
I just want everyone to know that somewhere in the prison of Waterdeep, there is a man who was tricked by a 10-year-old still sitting in a cell because that guard not only got her promotion, but pressed charges for every single crime she thought that guy could have done.
Don't forget that bag of gold he stole.
Don't forget the vengeance from the other guard who's
Oh, my
coming
goodness.
after you.
But thank you all so much for joining us. We will be here next week, though, with a Mage Hand Press one-shot for Siege Ball that may or may not have ties to D4 itself. You'll just have to stick around and find out, or tune in and find out, not stick around. You could stick around for a week if you so wished. We wouldn't be upset, but that's on you. If you have not done so, please enter #Beyond, #Eldritch for your chance to win an Eldritch Foundry miniature and a player's bundle from D&D Beyond. We will be pulling those at any second.
Like now. Or now. You never
Or
know.
even now.
Or even now. Happening right now.
Also, while that's happening, I'll just say that was amazing to watch. Holy crap.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna have a
first
hard
half. Yeah, Goblin the first half, and then Ethan the second. Holy crap!
I'm gonna have the hardest time not hating your parents to the degree that I hate them.
Yeah, it's
I've been telling you, I told you they're rough.
Yeah. Walk right up to them and punch them in the face.
Yeah.
And with that, we have our winners. Winners of the Eldritch Foundry miniature is Tabinya. And winner of the D&D Beyond Players Bundle is Raven Masterbird.
Oh, you're right. Ravens are the masterbird.
So congrats to all of you, and as always, be excellent to each other, and may you always roll with advantage. Good night, everybody.